now we just got to go win another one. That's all that matters. We take it one game at a time. We understand, the odds are stacked against us. But we're a team that believes in us no matter what, and we just got to keep going, and all that matters is the next game.
Marcus Smart said prior to Game 4, channeling his inner Kevin Millar of the Red Sox, don't let us win tonight. They did. Can they take the next step, or does Miami close it out in Boston? The NBA and the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio, presented by Indeed. A tracked interview at hiredindeed.com/credit. With Roz Goldwinning on the sidelines. Here's our broadcast team for tonight. Alongside Doris Park, here's Dave Pasch.
If you ask anybody in the city of Boston, or on national television for that matter, including Charles Barkley, who tonight guaranteed a Celtic win, everybody assumes we are going back to Miami for Game 6. What are we? The Miami Heat, a team that for the second time in history as an 8 seed has made it to the conference finals. They were the first ever as an 8 seed to win a first-round series in fewer than 6 games. They disposed of the Knicks. Jimmy Butler missed a game in that series. They've been without one of their starters, Tyler Hero, since Game 1. They lost one of their key rotation players, Victor Oladipo, in the Milwaukee series as well. And now tonight they'll be without another starter in Gabe Vincent. But there's one guy they do have, and that's Jimmy Butler. Butler has been one of the best players throughout this postseason. Will he have a game like we saw against Milwaukee, and he went for 56 points? Or will Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and the Celtics force a Game 6? It would be their first Game 5 win in the 2023 postseason. They lost at home to the Hawks in the first round. They lost at home to the Sixers in the conference semifinals, but won Game 6 and 7 to obviously get this far. All right, Dave Pasch, Doris Burke, Roz Golden, Woode, as you would expect. This place is jumping. It's electric. Great anticipation for this game in order for the Celtics to do what seemingly everybody thinks they're going to do. What has to happen?
Well, I'm going to go back to something Giannis Antetokounmpo said after the Miami Heat beat him and the number 1 seed Milwaukee Bucks. He said, they were trying to beat us and we were trying to win a championship. We got a little bit ahead of ourselves. Here are the Boston Celtics, and Kevin has already talked about this. It is a steep climb up. History suggests it's impossible. Teams are 0-150 going down 0-3. You can't look at it like that if you're the Boston Celtics. You've got to grab onto the things you did well in Game 4, and that is defensively, running shooters off the line, having stronger rotations, greater communication, playing off misses and turnovers, allowing you to speed up your game in transition and make your threes. That's where your focus has to be. Not what's coming next. What is in front of us tonight?
With more on tonight's game, including the latest on the injury situation, let's check in with Rob.
Thanks, Dave. Reports have come out that Malcolm Brogdon is playing through a partially torn tendon in his right arm, suffered during Game 1 of this series. I spoke with Malcolm today at shoot-around, and he told me while his arm has full extension, he's in pain upon extending the arm, which is his shooting arm and directly affects his ability to even take a shot. Before the game, Coach Mazzulla told us that Malcolm will play as much as he can tolerate the pain and play through it. He has no minutes restrictions. On the other side, Gabe Vincent is out for the Heat with a left ankle sprain. He was hopeful after hurting it in the fourth quarter of Game 4, but today at shoot-around said it's just not right. The ankle's improving, but it's just not right.
And it'll be Kyle Lowry in the starting lineup at age 37. Eric Spoelstra told us before the game that we'll also see Jimmy Butler play some point guard. Bam Adebayo, obviously, a lot of the offense runs through him for Miami. As for Boston, Doris and I were watching Malcolm Brogdon warm up. He had a sleeve on his arm, but he was making some shots, which is something he has not been able to do in this series, and now obviously we know why. The Celtics wearing all green tonight with the white trim. Miami in black with the white numbers and the red trim for Game 5. 3-1. Miami leads the series. Boston, the last 2 years, 10-11 at home in the playoffs. Jason Tatum right in front of us, grabbing a hold of his jersey and extending it towards the crowd, holding it so that they could see Boston, and they responded to that. As you would expect, it's a full house. There is life again on the Celtics. There is life again in the building. And we'll find out in 48 minutes whether the Miami Heat are going to the NBA Finals to play Denver a week from tonight, or there's a Game 6 in 48 hours in South Florida. Bam Adebayo, who did not have an assist in Game 4. That's very rare for him. He averages 5 a game. He is going to jump it up at center. And Al Horford will do the honors for Boston. The Celtics going with that smaller lineup again with Derek White, Smart, Tatum, Brown, and Horford. We mentioned Lowry, Love, Bam, Butler, and Strus for Miami, and the Heat win the opening tap. They're going right to left to start this game. Adebayo in between the circles. It's Strus, who's guarded by Jaylen Brown on the left side. Bam's posting up on the left wing. On Horford, dribbles, lost the ball, stripped by Smarter, gets on the floor and saves it. Scoop ahead to Tatum, drives middle of the lane. And the left-handed layup is good off the glass. Great first possession for the Celtics defensively.
That's exactly what Tatum worked all off-season on, the ability to finish at the rim with bodies around him.
Lowry on the right wing, using a screen, hits Bam at the foul line, puts it on the deck, spins, goes to his left hand and scores off the glass.
They usually isolate him on the left side of the floor. That time, free throw line extended.
Derek White in the front court, Strus defending him. He's on the far side of the court. 2-2, 1 minute gone by. White moving to his right. It's Horford. Now they swing it left side for Tatum. They'll flash out there, double him. Horford left baseline, shot clock at 5. Top of the key, Smart drives, middle of the lane. Layup off the window is good for Smart.
Crisp, quick movements in the half court by Boston.
And just a different look, a more confident look here early on for Boston. Lowry on the right side, about 18 feet away. Drives, throws it away, picked off by Brown. Into the front court, 3-on-2, gives it up Smart, right side, and his bank shot wouldn't go. I don't know if that was a pass where he's trying to bank shot a pass to Tatum on the far side, but they blew it, and it's Miami ball. Butler on the right wing. Gives it up to Love. Back to Butler, right baseline. Back to the rim, working on Jaylen Brown. Leans in and puts up the shot and gets it to go. It's 4-4, 2 minutes in.
He started Game 4 3 for 10, had 7 consecutive misses. I think when he makes shots, Miami relaxes a little bit.
White bringing it up the floor for the Celtics, guarded by Strus. Throws to the right side for Jaylen Brown. He'll put it up from there, and it's an air ball. What is going on with Jaylen Brown from 3? He is now 3 for 26, under 12%. That's the worst ever in a conference final.
I think he's lost his confidence, certainly, and that's a contested one. I'd rather the ball shift sides before he takes that quick look.
4-4, 9:50 to go here. In the opening quarter, Butler with the ball in the front court to our left with a right-hand dribble guarded by Derek White on the far side. Moves to his left using a screen. Bounce pass to Bam, 12 feet away in the right wing. Shot clock at 4. Butler on the outside. Right side gives it up to Strus, puts it up for 3 on the right wing. In and out, rebound Horford of the Celtics. And Smart on the run, but Miami gets back defensively in the front court to our right. Smart backs it out. He's got Adebayo on him. Left-hand dribble, gets to the foul line. Bounces it to Brown on the left wing. He'll drive into the paint. Stops, turns around, blocked by Adebayo. Loose ball. Brown gets on the floor and saves it to Tatum at the top of the key. 1 to shoot. He's got to put it up from inside the arc. He does and missed it. And it's rebounded by Love.
Great challenge on the second shot by Jason Tatum.
3 minutes in, the game tied at 4. Boston trying to force a Game 6. Strus on the left wing. They go to the low post, left for Love, backing down the smaller Derek White. Turnaround jump shot, left side, no good. Backside board, Tatum. Tatum looking to push, picked up by Kyle Lowry at the midcourt line. 4 apiece, 8:45 to go. Tatum gets past Lowry to the rim, throws it down, and then screams to the crowd as he holds onto the rim. He wanted a foul called. They're going to call a technical here on Tatum. He's still going at Mark Davis. I think Tatum's arguing he was signaling to the crowd, but Davis must have thought that was directed at him.
Wow, I mean, that's a quick technical.
Maybe he was complaining. Looking at the replay, he might have been as Butler gets the free throw to make it 5-4 Miami, but Mark Davis with the early technical to Jason Tatum.
I'm not going to say that my partner and I were talking pregame, and he told me, Dave Pash did, that he anticipated an early technical tonight. Man, what are you, Nostradamus?
We'll see. It seemed to take a little of the life out of the building here. We'll see And now you've got, of course, the ref, you're not good chance.
The life is back in him.
Yes,
just in different form.
8.5 to go in the first. Boston leads it 6-5. Lowry on the right side, guarded by Horford. Shot clock at 10. Lob to Bam. High post left. Facing up a drive. Left baseline goes to Tatum. Underneath the basket. Turns it over. It'll be Miami with another turnover. That is 3 already.
On the switch, on side isolation for Bam. Tatum had to body up Bam. And, boy, I'll tell you what, you think Bam has the strength? Tatum held him chest to chest, forced a turnover. That's excellent defense.
Tatum guarded by Butler at the midcourt stripe. As a dribble on the right side, he's doubled. Fires to Horford up top. Swing left corner. Brown. Wide open three. Eddie hit that one. Pushing it through to give the Celtics a 4-point lead.
Tatum dragging that double a little bit further away made that pass possible.
Now Bam drives. Lost it off his leg, but they're going to say a foul here on Boston. On Derek White is first.
I got to say, Dave, the difference in feel of the entire Boston team, more juice, more life in their legs. You said it, more confident tonight, no question.
They lead 9-5 with 7:59 to go here in the opening quarter. Miami ball on the near side in front of the Miami bench. Bam Adebayo will inbound the ball. 18 on the shot clock. First foul on either team. Butler holding it on the right side. Dribble handoff for Strus. He's at the Celtic logo straight away, about 40 feet from the goal. Strus backing up, uses the screen to his left, tried to bounce it to Adebayo, and it was kicked. So reset the shot clock to 14.
That hurts because you're at 6 seconds on the tick. You have a great double team of Strus. He had no vision for the next guy, and that hurts defensively. I don't necessarily love the reset.
Also, it was hard to tell, was it kicked or was it just hit somebody's legs? Shot clock at 8 now with Strus holding it at the top of the key. Throws to the left side for Lowry. He'll drive, stop at the top of the arc, throws it away. Another turnover. Tatum on the left side now in the front court for Boston. 7.5 to go in the first. 4-point Celtic lead. Tatum trying to drive, gets past Strus into the lane. Now fires to the left corner. Smart for three. Hit it. And Boston leads at 12-5.
Again, the Tatum-Smart connection. They're long tenured together, and they talk about the feel they have for each other's games.
5 minutes gone by. Butler driving left side. Spins into the lane, goes up, missed it. Good defense by White. Rebounded Tatum. Into the front court for Boston. Fires to Horford. Corner three, left side. Smart on the way. Good again. 15-5. Boston. Timeout, Miami.
11-1 run. Miami continues the turnover fest. Boston is feasting and getting in transition, and the TD Garden is alive and well.
6:56 to play in the first. 10-point Boston lead. You're listening to the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Do you want to gain stability, benefits, and experience? As a youth development specialist with the City of New York, you can build a solid civil service career working with NYC's youth. Start earning over $47,000, and in 3 months, you could get a $2,500 bonus. Earn a pension, paid overtime, health care, and in just 5 years, over $60,000. Apply now at nyc.gov/YDS. Make a difference in the lives of our youth. Become a youth development specialist today. Learn more at nyc.gov/YDS.
Hi, I'm attorney John D'Agostino. If you've been injured, you need a lawyer who knows what you're going through. I understand how one accident can turn your whole world upside down. I've been there. When I was a kid, my father was up on a bulldozer when a brick wall collapsed that almost killed him. The doctors had to amputate his leg, and he had to learn to walk again, while my mother went to work as a waitress just to pay the bills. I know what you're going through. I've been there. I now run D'Agostino & Associates, personal injury law firm I built right here in New York and New Jersey. For over 30 years, D'Agostino & Associates has been helping accident victims get every dollar they deserve. We've recovered millions of dollars for people just like you. Call now, 888-24-LAW-24. D'Agostino & Associates, personal injury law firm that offers free consultation. And if you can't make it to us, we're going to come to you. I've been there. Call now, 888-24-LAW-24. 888-24-LAW-24. D'Agostino, law bites back.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window and Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window and Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window and Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window. Visit Brooklyn Window and Door at 1889 McDonald Avenue or call 718-WINDOWS.
Kevin Richard with you inside a Granger studio. Joe Mazzulla said it to Dave and Doris before the game in Roz. We get out in fast break and transition, we do all right.
I thought we got stops. I thought we were able to get out and transition. And I think transition, the joy of playing in transition, playing together, gives us that extra sense. And so our defense never waned, and we were able to get out and run.
All right, so Game 4 apparently continues over to Game 5. Stops and transition. Boston's got a 15-5 lead. Send you back to the Garden with Roz Goldwitty alongside Doris Burke. Here's Dave Pasch.
The crowd is alive here in Boston with the Celtics on an 11-1 run. They've made 4 straight shots, and they've held Miami without a field goal the last 3.5 minutes.
8 points off the 4 turnovers, so they've scored on every single miscue. The difference for Miami tonight in terms of the miscues, they're live ball, many of the middle of the floor. That is giving you a numbers advantage immediately if you're Boston. Caleb Martin in the game for the Miami Heat.
Eric Spoelstra told us he would take on more of a ball-handling role. He's been brilliant in the series, and he'll bring it up the court. Guarded by Jaylen Brown on the far side of the floor. Brown trying to poke it away. And now Butler comes out to help him out, guarded by Tatum at the top of the key. Moves to his left, keeps the dribble, gets inside of Smart. Pump fake, doubled, into the paint now for Bam. Shot clock at 5. A jump hook is a brick, and it's rebounded by Horford. Horford pushing tempo across the timeline. To the left side, Jaylen Brown driving into the lane. Fires to the right corner, and Tatum. Shot clock at 15. Tatum, left-hand dribble, working on Strus. Up top now to Brown. Thought about the 3. Didn't want to pull the trigger, though. Shot clock at 6. Lob inside Tatum. One-hand pass out to Horford, right wing. Skip to White. Left corner, Smart, same spot. Different result. He missed it. Horford got the offensive rebound. Back up. Missed the shot, though. And fighting for it. Saves it on the baseline. Tatum left wing. Wide open look. He flies and drills it. Jason Tatum for 3. It's 18-5 Boston. They're getting to every loose ball. Butler puts it on the deck. Stops, pops, puts up an air ball from 10 feet on the right side. Bam trying to chase it down, saves it in the corner. But out of bounds. His heel touched the sideline.
Every shot is contested. Every ball and dribble is pressured. The ability to get multiple efforts on the offensive window, like Boston is doing absolutely everything right. Miami just trying to hang in.
Tatum will bring it across the timeline. Picked up by Butler. 5.5 to go here in the first. 18-5 Celtics. Now in the switch, Lowry has Tatum. Throws to the left side, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Boston, 10 to shoot.
This is the absence of Gabe Vincent. Gabe is one of the guys who can be pressured with the ball and keep his dribble and keep functioning. Not a lot of other guys can.
White on the right wing. Waits for Tatum coming off the screen. Now drives, spins into the lane. Stops. And a fall-away jumper. Knocks it down from 14 feet just inside the foul line. It's 20-5 Boston. 14-0 run.
One man to beat, and that man was Matt Strus. Derek White said, I am better than you.
Adebayo left wing. Driving baseline. Goes to the rim and lays it in with the right hand on the left side. So Bam Adebayo with an easy basket ending that 14-0 run. 20-7. 5 minutes to play. Jaylen Brown backing down the defender. Caught in the air. Kicks it out. Right wing 3. Derek White drilling it. 5 straight for White. It's a 16-point lead.
Boston Celtics, 5 of 7 from three-point territory.
Martin, top of the circle for the Heat. Bounce to Bam, high post left. Gives it up to Strus with a shot clock at 10. Strus guarded by Smart. Dribbles left and shoots for 3. It's good. Max Strus getting Miami's first three-pointer.
That was in the face of Al Horford. Great contest by Al.
4.5 to go in the first. 23-10 Boston. Brown backing down Lowry on the left side. Works into the lane. Hangs. Misses off the back rim. Rebound Lowry. Brown is 1 for 5. He continues to struggle shooting the ball. Lowry left side of the front court. Kick out Martin on the left wing. Make that 1 for 4 for Jaylen Brown. 1 for 2 from 3. Left baseline, Butler. Right hand dribble into the lane. Gets in deep. Pump fake, goes up with a shot, and he's fouled by Tatum. He'll go to the line. Missed the shot. It'll be 2 free throws. That is the second foul on Boston, first on Tatum.
Bunch of substitutions here for the Boston Celtics. Malcolm Brogdon coming in, Robert Williams III, and Grant Williams, who is absolutely brilliant for Boston in Game 4.
At the line is Butler. First free throw, no good. He's short. Horford will come out. Smart will come out. Bam going to the bench for Miami. One more free throw here for Butler. Game 6, if the Celtics were to win, would be Saturday night in Miami. The Heat led the series 3-0. They're 5-3 on the road in the playoffs. Butler bends her knees for free throw number 2. It's up, and it's up rim and in. So he gets 1 out of 2. It's 23-11. Celtics 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Jaylen Brown on the bench as well. Tatum into the forecourt for Boston. He's got 7 points early on. Gets into the lane. Goes to his right hand. Hits the shot off the glass plus a foul. A 3-point chance for a very aggressive Jason Tatum early on.
In pick and roll action, the big was up at what they call the point of the screen, but it was Zeller. And Jason Tatum took one quick dribble, beat the big, and then had to sidestep Martin at the rim. Tough angle for him, but I tell you, on a drive, you are taught, put it toward the right top of the box softly, and generally speaking, that bounce is going to be good enough. And I go back to what Jason Tatum spent an entire offseason doing, finishing through contact at the cup.
Since that technical foul called on Tatum, they've outscored Miami 20-5, including that made free throw by Tatum. 10 points early on for him. He's almost outscored Miami. It's 26-11. Celtics, 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Foul was on Martin of Miami, its first team foul. Martin now on the offensive end, driving left baseline. Shot clock at 5, spins to his left, got White off his feet, up and under move. Is good from about 2 feet with the right hand.
So his offensive arsenal is diversifying. He's getting more and more confident and more dangerous, Caleb Martin.
First points for Martin, who is averaging 19 per game in the series. Jason Tatum right down the middle of the paint. Throws it down. And a timeout by Eric Spoelstra. A breakdown defensively, and Tatum has 12.
Jason Tatum reminding us that he is back-to-back first team. He's taken control of the basketball game. Hasn't mattered what defender's been in front of him. His intention is bad, and he's getting to the cup.
It is 28-13. Celtics with 3:18 to go in the first. This is the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Success is picking up extra shifts for your family. Now you want to be the boss. Success is getting your foot in the door. Now you want to take the next step. Success looks different to everyone, and University of Maryland Global Campus can help you reach your goals. For more than 75 years, we've been transforming lives by helping working adults like you expand their skills, move up, or start a new career. And there's never been a better time to get started on your future. Apply to UMGC by May 31st. We'll waive your application fee. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid courses for more than 125 undergraduate and graduate degrees and certificates. Take advantage of faster onboarding, success coaches, lifetime career services, and more. Achieving your dreams is more possible than ever before. Choose the program that's right for your career goals and get moving forward. No application fee through May 31st. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
Bundling and saving with Geico is an easy choice, so you're free to ponder life's big questions, like what's the best animal in the world if not humans? I'd strongly consider ducks to be somewhere up there on the list. Think about it. Ducks can swim, ducks can fly, and ducks can walk on land. They have access to all terrains. They are the ultimate animal. And they wiggle their butts when they walk, which is funny. Yeah, ducks are awesome. End of story. Bundling and saving with Geico. It's an easy choice.
Kevin Witcher with you inside our Granger studio. Don't forget to log on to our Twitter account at NBA on ESPN Radio to vote in the AutoZone In the Zone poll question. Who's going to get in the zone for this matchup? Will it be Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Jason Tatum, or Jaylen Brown? If the first, 7 minutes or any indication, the answer is Tatum. In the Zone brought to you by AutoZone. Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Tatum has got 12. Miami has 13. Boston by 15. Back to Roz, Doris, and Dave and TD.
Kevin, he's got 5 field goals. Miami has 5 field goals. And it's the Heat that looks like the shell-shock team now.
This entire series, they've been the physical aggressor, the tougher team, and they have Boston all sorts of out of sorts. All of a sudden, the Miami Heat are on their heels, and they look rattled.
It is 28-13, 3:18 to go here in the first quarter of Game 5.
Can I make one minor adjustment on what I just said? Maybe everybody but Jimmy Butler looks rattled.
He never looks rattled.
No.
And again, look, we got 3+ quarters to go. Let's see what happens. Here's Cody Martin, right wing in the front court, puts up a 3 and drills it from the corner. So they're back within 12. That's their second 3-pointer. Butler with the assist. 3-minute mark here in the first. Tatum dribbling it across the timeline, 5 of 6 from the floor. Got a left-hand dribble on the far side of the court. Guarded by Martin. Up top to Williams. Now back to Tatum on the left side. Shot clock down to 5. Tatum backing up between the leg dribble. Shot clock at 2. Has to put it up. Turns. Fires at 3. Comes up short. Rebounded Grant Williams, though. Out to White. And he's fouled by Duncan Robinson. It's going to be free throws. Second team foul. First personal on Robinson.
So Grant Williams caught that pass with enough daylight to take the shot. There were 8 ticks on the shot clock. He forces Jason Tatum with the 1 extra pass. Those are the kinds of shots Joe Mazzulla has preached all year. He does not want you to pass up. This Boston Celtics team took 45 threes. Joe Mazzulla would like for them to take 50 threes.
Meanwhile, some debris was thrown onto the court. It's been cleaned up. Well, Bill Kennedy having heated conversations with both head coaches, Eric Spoelstra and Joe Mazzulla, but Bill's holding his own. Give Bill some credit, not afraid of either guy. There's a lot of jawing going on right now.
We're 2 rows back, thank goodness, so you'd be hearing some colorful language.
Williams right side drive, got fouled by Robinson and put up the shot. So this time it'll be a shooting foul. There was some confusion on the last one. 2 quick ones on Robinson, and Williams will be at the line for Boston for 2. 28-16 Celtics, 2:29 to go here in the first quarter.
Let's remember now what cost Miami in the last game. All those turnovers, 16 turns to 27 points off. They've already committed 5, 10 points off at the last break for the Boston Celtics. Don't want to fuel a team that shoots incredibly well.
Although Grant Williams missed the first foul shot, the second one swishes through. It's 29-16. Boston leads, 2:25 to go, first quarter. Jimmy Butler playing point guard. No Gabe Vincent. We do not know if there is a Game 6 whether he'd be able to go in that game. Butler right wing drives into the lane, stops. Nice pass underneath to Zeller for the dunk. Great look by Butler, who is facilitating here in the first quarter, back-to-back assists.
Rob Williams very rarely sits down on a shot fake. He wants to go get it.
White right wing pulls the trigger, drills a 3. Derek White off to a good start. 3 of 3, 2 for 2 from 3. Lead back to 14 with 2 to play. 32-18 here in the first quarter. Robinson right wing gives it up to Martin on the far side. 25 feet away, dribbles right at the defender. Missed the shot, low right. Rebounded by Zeller. Stripped and taken away by White. White going 1-on-3 in the front court. Stops at the right elbow. It's Brogdon right wing. He'll put it up. No good on the 3. Long rebound. Tracked down by Zeller, who gets it ahead to Butler in the front court on the right side, but he doesn't have numbers. Hits Duncan Robinson, drives, and Zeller gets the catch, makes the play in the lane, gets a little push shot from 4 feet to go.
Generally speaking, threes, if you miss them, they come off long. That's what happens. They get a little numbered break by Miami.
32-20 with a minute to go here in the first. Feels like the Boston Celtics should be up 30 the way this quarter's gone. Left corner, Williams missed the shot. They're going to say a foul occurred, or actually defensive 3 seconds. So it'll be a technical one-shot free throw. Tatum will take it, and Boston will maintain possession.
Tatum already with 12 points on 5 of 7 shooting. 1 for 1 from the free throw line, 1 for 2 from three-point territory. He's just seeing the ball go in. Now you make this free throw. Another one? No.
Missed it. He had 34 in game 4. Remember, had all those turnovers early on, but caught fire in the second half and has picked up where he left off here in quarter number 1 of game 5. Boston ball, minute remaining, up 12, 32-20. Derek White, near side, guarded by Strus, right-hand dribble, spins to the left hand, stops at the foul line, fall-away jumper, not even close, rebounded by Martin of Miami. Miami could get it down to 10, maybe 9 here, 50 seconds on the clock. Butler up top, middle of the floor, with a left-hand dribble, about 40 feet away. Goes right at Tatum, between the legs, spins to his right, hangs in the air, can't get the bank shot, and rebounded by Robert Williams. Outlets to White, right side of the front court, 35 seconds to go. Tatum left wing, left alone, fires, missed the 3, rebound Butler. He was wide open. He's missed 2 in a row. Butler on the left side of the front court for Miami, a 9-second difference in the game and shot clock. Butler guarded by Robert Williams. His 3 is blocked by Williams at midcourt. Williams tracks down the ball, but lost it out of bounds, far sideline, but he blocked a 3-pointer, sent it right back in the face of Butler.
He was one of the best in the league a year ago at getting out to block threes. A lot of times it's in the corner. He ends up on Robert because they're a heavy switch team. He is deceptive in how much space you need to get it off.
Left wing Strus puts up a 3, comes up short, rebounded by Boston. 10 seconds to go. The Celtics can hold for the final shot. Jimmy Butler just 1 for 5 from the floor, 2 of 3 from the line. Tatum, 4 seconds left. Left wing doubles, throws to the right side for White. He shoots for 3 at the buzzer, and he hits. Derek White drills another 3 for Boston. The Celtics with 7 triples in the opening quarter. White goes 3 for 3 from 3. The Celtics 35, Miami 20 after 1. This is the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Leroy 71 back up. What's your 20? Over.
Olivia needs more drivers for her trucking company to go the extra mile.
I've got 3 more stops to make.
She wants to hitch a team to drive business forward.
Lots of double nickels on the 169. You know what I'm over? This driver shortage.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Remember college? Early morning classes, all-night study sessions, and somewhere in there, maybe even a social life. 5 Hour Energy got you through. Now, you've got responsibilities, work, bills, a family. 5 Hour Energy is still here, with the same alert, energized feeling you relied on back then. Every day, 5 Hour Energy helps millions just like you be at their best when it really matters. Rediscover 5 Hour Energy. We'll get you through again. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, our members are at the very heart of our mission. That's why this Military Appreciation Month, we thought you might want to hear a special thank you message from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother Will, who's currently serving as a major in the Army. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
Hi, I'm wishing my pops, retired Colonel Stephen Sheehan of the United States Marine Corps, a happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Commitment connects us. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
With you inside our Granger studio. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Eastern Conference Finals, Game 5 on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
This is your exclusive home for Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets.
I'm here because I believe in this team, and I'm excited about the new adventure here in New York.
WEPN FM, New
Tatum, 4
York.
seconds left. Left wing double. Throws to the right side for White. He shoots for three at the buzzer, and he hits. Derek White drills another three for Boston. The Celtics with 7 triples in the opening quarter.
And they lead 35-20. They shoot 58% from downtown. Start the second quarter. Boston up 15 before we go back to Dave Pash and Doris Burke. Here's Roscoe Woodley.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyle Lowry has had a rocky start to Game 5, but he's got the experience to try and weather it. He told me, I'm calm. I've been in this. I've been to the top of the top and the bottom of the bottom. I've been swept. I've been talked bad about. And one thing I can control is my confidence in my abilities to play basketball. I've put in a lot of work and a lot of time, and so I'm never going to waver on what I've done. Guys?
All right, Roz. Boston leading by 15, 35-20. Celtics 54% shooting. Tatum with 12. Derek White has 11. The leading scorer for Miami is Caleb Martin with 5. Boston ball to start the second quarter. Marcus Smart dribbling across the timeline, guarded by Martin. Haywood Highsmith in the game. We weren't sure if we'd see him at all, but he's getting some minutes here as Miami's going 9 deep. Kevin Love has not played a ton of minutes in the series. Step back three, left side, Jaylen Brown. That's good. That's a good sign, too, for his confidence. He's got 2 threes.
That was under duress. Contest was pretty good, so maybe his confidence building a little bit.
38-20, opening minute of the second quarter. Robinson drives middle of the lane, puts up a floater. It's short. Rebound Horford. Quick outlet Brown left side. Miami back. It's 1-on-4. Brown drives anyway, left baseline. He's doubled there. Gets it outside to Horford on the right wing. Good ball movement by the Celtics. Brogdon right elbow. Drives, kicks. Left wing. Williams, the three is up. No good. Rebound Bam Adebayo. Miami ball. Right wing Duncan Robinson to Bam. The left side Lowry with Brogdon watching him. Lob to Adebayo. High post left. Works it around to the right side. Duncan Robinson. He'll try a three, and it rolls home.
Good, crisp ball movement. Change sides of the floor. Last pass came baseline and up. Duncan, a nice, efficient one-dribble pull-up to the left.
38-23 Boston. Minute and a half into the second quarter here in Game 5. Horford in the paint. Kick to the right corner. Brogdon a three. No good. Rebound Robinson. Brogdon battling that arm injury. 0 for 2 from the floor. Bam behind the back dribble in between the circles. Straight on. Waiting for Robinson in the dribble handoff. He catches it. The logo guarded by Smart. He's guarding Robinson 40 feet away from the basket. Martin left wing with 5 to shoot. Jab step. Timer at 3. Stumbles. Gets to the rim, though, and lays it in off the glass.
Where would they be without this guy? His ability to beat you one-on-one. Either play through contact, use the rim as protection. Off the drive, he's been good.
5 straight for the Heat. 38-25 Boston. 2 minutes in. Brown right wing. Left side Williams. Back to Brown. Hesitation. Now drives. Gets past Highsmith. Hangs in the air. Banks it in. What a shot by Jaylen Brown going chest to chest with Bam Adebayo.
He's made 2 shots in a row that were heavily contested.
40-25 Boston. Lowry at the foul line. Fall away jumper. Got it. Kyle Lowry with his first shot of the game. And it goes.
Feels like Miami settled into the game a little bit, Dave.
Down to 13 with 9.5 to go. 40-27. Horford right wing in the front court. To the corner, Jaylen Brown. Try to drive baseline. It's cut off. Skip to Brogdon. Left of the lane. Finds Horford on the right side. His three is way off. Smart, though, kept it alive. Bats it out to midcourt to Jaylen Brown. Brown pulls up for 3 on the left side. Hit it. Jaylen Brown, 3 for 4, as he's found his shooting stroke here in Game 5.
Stop talking about I'm struggling from 3. Jaylen Brown looks calm and confident.
He has as many threes in the first half as he had the entire series coming in. A steal by Smart. Hooks it away from Lowry. Drives to the basket. Left hand layup. No good. Horford there with a follow dunk. And the lead is back to 18, matching the largest of the game for Boston. 8.5 to go in the first half. Robinson, top of the key, hoists a 3. Around and down. It spun around, hit the backboard, and went in. Meanwhile, Marcus Smart hobbling for Boston on the other end of the floor.
He just put his hand up at Joe Mazzulla and said, I'm fine. Don't even think about taking me out.
45-30. Brown right wing. Boston leading. Spins, gets down the lane, lost the ball, and hit the ground. Battling for it on the floor, and Miami comes up with it. Lowry across the timeline, drives at Williams, gets inside of him. Layup, though, it's blocked out of bounds. Baseline left by Williams.
See, Grant Williams has the kind of lateral speed to stay in front of a ball handler, not be impatient defensively, and get a great defensive stop by blocking it.
Tatum back in. Brogdon to the bench. 8:12 to go, first half. Boston 45, Miami 30. Derek White re-enters the game.
I wondered about how effective Malcolm Brogdon can be. He's now 3 for 16 in the series. I wonder how badly that arm is hurting him. 0 points. Did not register a stat as far as I could tell in the 8 minutes he played.
And you Marcus Smart hobbling as well as he comes off. Inbound to Martin, left wing. Air balls a three. Over the basket. Rebound Tatum in the front court. Shovels to Horford. Right corner. Triple. Got it. Al Horford. That was a 2. The lead back to 17.
It is raining threes. And this is where the avalanche is coming down from the Boston Celtics. 10 for 18. And sometimes when they're all making shots, it feels like it's coming from everywhere.
That one, though, they changed to a 2. 9 made threes. 9 made 2s. 7:45 to go. Bam, a short jumper. Left wing. No. And Al Horford with a rebound. Out to White, now Tatum in the front court on the right side. Tatum driving. It was cut off by Bam, so he brings it out. 17-point Celtic lead. Tatum on the right wing with a left-hand dribble, goes between the legs a couple times. Tried to fire a pass cross-court, picked off Highsmith. Takes it the length of the floor and lays it in with the right hand. And now a timeout by Joe Mazzulla.
Sloppy possession by Jason Tatum. Got loose with the basketball, dancing with it out front. The thing that's working for you is it's popping, it's moving, be crisp.
7:22 to play. Second quarter, Boston 47, Miami 32. You're listening to the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Do you want to gain stability, benefits, and experience? As a youth development specialist with the City of New York, you can build a solid civil service career working with New York City's youth. Start earning over $47,000, and in 3 months, you can get a $2,500 bonus. Earn a pension, paid overtime, health care, and in just 5 years, over $60,000. Apply now at nyc.gov/YDS. Make a difference in the lives of our youth. Become a youth development specialist today. Learn more at nyc.gov/YDS.
When you support City Harvest, you do more than just provide hundreds of millions of pounds of food to millions of hungry New Yorkers. You feed hope for a kid up in Parkchester. You feed confidence for a first-in-her-family Queens College freshman. You feed community for folks in Canarsie Park. You feed compassion for retired Staten Island nurses who continue to serve. You feed strength for office workers in Manhattan. When you support City Harvest, you feed good. Support us at cityharvest.org.
Any business that wants to get to the top and stay there requires a dedicated team to implement a winning game plan. Eisner Amper's seasoned professionals provide business advisory and consulting services such as audit, accounting, tax, HR, outsourcing, and more. Eisner Amper business advisors help clients transform their companies, build capital, innovate processes, and mitigate risk. Whether you're in the first quarter or the fourth quarter, for industry-specific strategies that meet your needs, make Eisner Amper part of the solution. Visit EisnerAmper.com/solution.
As the official cerveza of Major League Baseball, Corona allows fans to enjoy the finer life of sports. Throughout the 2023 season, Corona will be giving fans an opportunity to win tickets to the World Series. Don't miss your chance to cheer on your favorite team on the biggest stage. For complete details, including how to enter, see official rules at ConstellationBrandSweepstakes.com/thebiggame. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. The sweepstakes is in no way sponsored, administered, executed, or produced by any MLB entity. Major League Baseball trademarks and copyrights are used with the permission of Major League Baseball.
Kevin Woodson with you inside our Granger studio. Time now for Did You Know? Brought to you by Geico. Switch to Geico today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com to get a rate quote and get started seeing how much you could save. Since Eric Spoelstra took over as the Heat's head coach back in 2008, did you know Miami has never lost back-to-back playoff games when they have a chance to clinch a series? They're 7-0 when they have a chance to clinch following a loss. That's the situation they're in tonight. Before we go back to Dave Pash and Doris Burke, here's Roscoe and Woody in Boston.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek White told me the Celtics had a choice. We can make history or be history. The players spoke to me about getting back to who they are. They felt it was a lack of identity that put them in this hole. Today, Al Horford told me the threes are important, but the identity starts on the defensive end for the Celtics. They want to set the tone with their physicality and set up the way that they get to those shots. Guys.
Well, White's off to a great start. 11 points. Brown has 11. Tatum with 12. Meanwhile, Miami's bench is keeping it in the game. Where would the Heat be without its bench right now?
17-1 advantage in the bench. 7 for 10 are the guys who come in response to 5 for 15 shooting for the starters. 100% right, Dave.
It'd be a 30-point lead instead of a 15-point lead for Boston. 7:15 to go first half, 47-32. Celtics lead. Tatum on the right wing. Zone defense by the Heat. Left side White pulls the trigger. Short on the three. Rebound Bam. Plenty of time for Miami if it can get some stops because they're shooting it well. They're shooting 50% from the floor and from three-point land. Duncan Robinson, right wing, drives. It was cut off, so he gets the ball back outside with a timer at 7. Stops his dribble, fires to the left wing. Martin with 5 to shoot. Martin dribbles into a 3 on the left wing. No good. And Tatum taps it to Grant Williams for the rebound. Ahead to Brown on the front court on the left side. Brown dribbling into the corner. Out to White. Underneath to Williams. Got it stripped. And they're going to call a foul here as Williams tumbled to the ground, and he pushed Jimmy Butler going for the loose ball. That'll be the first on Williams.
Couldn't handle the pass by Derek White. They tried to, I think it was Jaylen Brown. No, it was Derek White. Yep. It was a good pass, actually. He just fumbled it because I think he was in a rush to put up a shot.
Butler, who has been playing point guard throughout this game since Lowry went to the bench, throws to the right side for Duncan Robinson. Coming around the screen. Drives baseline, gets to the rim. Finger roll is good. It's a 13-point game.
He has shown off his playmaking this evening. And how about that dribble drive finger roll? Duncan Robinson figuring things out.
Midway point of the second quarter. 6 minutes to go. The Celtic fans getting a little restless.
Miami in that zone.
High post right. Williams not even looking for a shot. Brown in the corner right. His three no good. Rebound for Jimmy Butler. Butler into the front court with his team down 13. He's just 1 for 5. Martin in the corner. Back to Butler calling for a screen. Bam trying to get around Grant Williams. Butler with Horford on him on the right side. Drives baseline. Gets on the side of him. Through the lane. Hand off Robinson. Shot clock at 4. He drives. Floater is good off the window. And Miami's got the deficit down to 11.
Seizing the opportunity. Duncan Robinson is 4 for 5. 10 big points.
The New England native returning home here and having a good game 5. Tatum to White left side. To the left corner. Williams wide open a 3. No good. Rebound Butler. All one and done possessions for Boston against that zone right now.
And they're getting open looks, Dave. It's not like their threes are contested.
Butler 3 right side short. Offensive rebound Martin. Back to Butler. Who's 1 for 6. 0 for 2 from 3. Bounce into the paint. Jump hook no good from Bam. Rebound by White. White races up the court, brings it across the timeline, but Miami gets back. Tatum, top of the circle, fakes, drives, kicks left corner. Horford 3, in and out. Brown, offensive rebound and putback. They finally get a second chance opportunity.
That's exactly right. If shot goes up, somebody, in particular, the guy in the weak side corner should have an opportunity.
49-36, Boston, 4.5 to go, second quarter. Martin on the left wing of the front court, dribbles past his man into the paint. A lot of contact and a foul on Boston. Second team foul. Meanwhile, Cody Martin is injured. He's down holding his right leg, right behind his right knee as Williams picks up his second foul.
They absolutely cannot afford to lose this guy. I mean, the injury bug in Miami. Down Tyler Hero, down Victor Oladipo. Now Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo going to help Caleb Martin. He went knee to knee with Al Horford first, and then his right ankle turns and the knee collapses in a funny way. This doesn't look good at all, Dave. Now, he's at the free throw line, but he is in some pain.
Unless there's a flagrant 2, you have to shoot the free throws when you're fouled, or you can't come back in the game. Now, the question is, after the second free throw, will he stay in, or will they replace him? First free throw from Martin is up, and it's good. There is nobody at the scorer's table for Miami as Williams and Smart come back in for Boston. Horford to the bench. So it looks like Eric Spoelstra is going to keep Martin in the game.
As he backs away, that right leg looks a little bit more stable than it did.
Such an awkward landing after that initial contact that you mentioned. 12-point game, 4:31 remain. Second foul shot up and good. And it's 49-38 Celtics. Miami not going away. Got down 18 early in the second quarter. Was down 20-5 early on. Brown right wing. Pass to the right baseline. Smart. A two-pointer is short, but a late whistle, a foul on Miami. Boy, that was really late. And that's 3 fouls on Duncan Robinson. That's important because they don't have bodies, and he's also the leading scorer for Miami in the game.
And Duncan Robinson sitting there pleading his case. Dave, he hits him with the right forearm. He carries his momentum through the shot of Marcus Smart. And I know the foul was late, but it's 100% a foul.
Just wonder why the whistle was so late, though. First free throw good from Smart. Cruz is going to come in, and Eric Spoelstra may have to keep Robinson on the bench the rest of the first quarter. We'll see, depending on what happens with the score. It's at 12 right now, 50-38.
And Duncan Robinson has proven very capable in this series of more than just three-point shooting. Duncan Robinson with an assist, a board, he's 4 for 5. And they've been playing that zone, and you can hide him a little bit defensively in that.
Smart gets the second one to bounce home. 51-38, 4:15 to go first half. Boston leading. Trying to send the series to a Game 6 in Miami. Strus left wing ran into his own guy, Bam Adebayo, who takes a foul line jump shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Jason Tatum, his 4th board. Tatum's got 12 points, but has not scored in the second quarter. He's in the middle of the floor, had to go off his right foot into the backcourt, but it was touched by Butler, so no backcourt violation. Shot clock at 10. Tatum on the right wing in the front court now. Stops the dribble, fires to Brown, right side. Dribbles to his left, now to his right. Spins, shoots, misses. Ball batted in the air, and Derek White has it. White goes back up with a alley-oop pass to Williams, who dunks it. Nice feed by Derek White on the right baseline.
But Robert Williams was the first guy to double tap it and keep it alive.
53-38 Boston, 3:25 to go in the first half. Strus near the Celtic logo, middle of the floor, moves to his left, bounces to Adebayo at the foul line, drives on Williams, puts it up, missed it once, missed it twice, tapped out to Highsmith, back up, missed it from 8 feet, might have been blocked, rebounded by Smart, ahead to Tatum. 3-on-3, Tatum with the ball in the front court, stops at the foul line, hits Smart, right elbow, Smart lob for Williams, broken up by Bam, out to Butler. Butler in transition, goes for the dunk and throws it down on White. And a foul called as White undercut Butler, who hung on the rim for a good 5 seconds. Marcus Smart calling for a technical, but isn't going to get it from Mark Davis. First field goal for Butler since 10:19 of the first quarter. Foul on Derek White is his second. 3rd team foul on Boston. And it's 53-40 Celtics. Free throw for Butler when we come back. 2:59 to go second quarter. This is the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Get your vehicle ready for spring during Clean Car Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Pro X1 exterior cleaning and detailing products provide professional results and show quality shine for your vehicle. Right now, pick up Pro X1 Snow Foam Car Wash 2 for just $15. See store for details. Pro X1 exclusively at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Progressive presents 10 things on a food truck owner's to-do list that are harder than getting a commercial auto insurance quote. Stocking the fridge, prepping the stations, finding employees that get along well, finding employees that actually do their job. Looking at you, Gary. Balancing the books, balancing the flavors, having a fresh menu and fresh produce and fresh meat, but never a fresh mouth. But the easiest thing on a small business owner's to-do list? Seeing if you can save on commercial auto insurance. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions.
At the United States Postal Service, we're reinventing our network to help keep your business moving. With new shipping options to deliver better value, greater flexibility to conveniently reach your customers, more confident shipping with new informed delivery features, and new electric vehicles for a cleaner, brighter future. Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Learn more at USPS.com/moving forward.
Finally, baseball is back. Swing into the season with tickets to the action. Plus, with basketball and hockey heating up, now is a great time to experience a game. Vivid Seats is proud to be the official ticketing partner of ESPN. From on the glass to in the stands, Vivid Seats has great ticket prices to all the games. Every crack of the bat, every dribble down the court. Catch it all with Vivid Seats. Download the app or visit vividseats.com today. Vivid Seats. Experience it live.
Kevin with Archer with you inside our Granger studio. 1 week from tonight, no matter what, we're starting the NBA Finals. It'll either be Game 1 in Boston or Game 1 in Denver. Coming up on the AutoZone Halftime Report, we're going to walk you through the final moments of Denver taking out the Los Angeles Lakers earlier this week and advancing to their first ever NBA Finals in franchise history. The finals start 1 week from tonight. We still have to figure out who's going to represent the East. Game 5, Boston with the lead. Miami trying to come back to the Garden with Roscoe to Woodheim and Doris Burke. Here's Dave Pasch.
And Miami is outscoring Boston in the second quarter, 20-18. They weathered a lot of storms, and they're in the game, down by 13, with a free throw coming from Butler.
In your interview with Coach Spoelstra, he described it as there's 5 to 6 skirmishes every game. The haymakers have come from Boston, and the Miami Heat might have taken a standing 8 count, but they're still throwing punches here.
And Duncan Robinson is the leading scorer for Miami. He's in foul trouble. Cody Martin had an awkward landing where his right leg got bent in an unnatural way, but he stayed in the game. Obviously, Gabe Vincent is out for this game. Butler and Bam Adebayo have both struggled in this game, combined 4 for 15, but a chance to make it a 12-point game after the foul on Derek White. And the free throw is good from Butler. It's 53-41. Celtics with 2:59 to go here in the first half. Marcus Smart brings it across the timeline. It's Jaylen Brown. They're going to keep it on the perimeter here. Derek White left side. Miami sticking with that zone. Right wing is Brown. Brown dribbling into traffic. Kicks it out. Tatum, top of the circle. Shot clock at 5. White straight on 3. It's good. Derek White has been brilliant here in the first half.
But what the zone does is it stymies the pace of Boston. It slows them down.
Derek White, 4 for 5. Boston has 10 threes in the first half. A steal by Jaylen Brown. A transition layup with the right hand. He's got 15 in the first half, and the lead back to 17.
When Miami closed the gap, they had stopped turning it over. That time, great job jumping the passing lane by Jaylen.
2 minutes to go. It's 58-41. Celtics lead. Butler left wing, guarded by Smart. Left hand dribble, goes baseline, keeps the bounce. Got caught under the basket, kicks to the right corner. Highsmith a 3, off the mark. Rebound Williams. Ahead to Brown on the front court on the right side. Brown working on Strus, goes right at him, spins into the lane, kicks it out to Tatum, left wing. He'll put it up. No good on the 3. Rebound Bam. Adebayo's going to bring it up himself. 58-41 Boston. 1:40 to play in the half. Bam at the free throw line, into the lane. Stripped from behind by Tatum. White gets the steal and a foul on Adebayo, knocking Jason Tatum to the ground in the backcourt. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes on Miami. It'll be a side out.
Could that be a take foul?
It's possible. In fact, the officials are talking about that. They're going to say no transition take foul. Side out of bounds. First foul on Bam Adebayo.
Just Derek White's defense and at the point of attack, allowing Jason Tatum to come get a piece of that Bam shot. Just the Celtics defensively have been so good. 41 points in this first half thus far. That's after Miami only scored 99 in Game 4.
1:30 to play in the first half. Jaylen Brown left wing uses a screen. Fires to Smart on the right side. He'll shoot a 3 and hit it. The 11th 3 ball for the Celtics, and their lead is 20, just like that. When it looked like Miami was going to get close, the Celtics go on a run to get their largest lead of the game. Butler backing down his man. Spins right baseline. Fake shot, no. But a foul is called, and Butler will go back to the line.
It's amazing just how late these calls come, and it's really been all season. And we've touched on this before, but this ball is out of Jimmy Butler's hands for, what would you say, about a second and a half before you hear that whistle? That feels like an eternity as a player. You're chest to chest. You forced him to try to beat you over the top. You think you're going to board it, go the other way. 2 free throws instead.
Third on Derek White. Butler missed the first free throw. He's 3 for 5 at the line, 7 points. He's 2 for 7. Bam is 2 for 8 from the floor.
Should be noted that Malcolm Brogdon has only played 8 minutes, 6th man of the year. Roz Goldon-Woody has documented this. He's dealing with a right tendon strain or pull, whatever the phraseology was. He's been ineffective. So you see Grant shuffle in, Marcus, Derek White. No more Malcolm Brogdon, because I don't think until he can shoot it well, he can be effective.
Second free throw is good. A minute to go in the half. 61-42 Boston leads. Jaylen Brown fires to the right corner to Williams. Williams left-hand dribble out to Tatum. Timer at 5. Tatum right side behind the back dribble. Had it stripped. Lost the ball. It's going to go into the backcourt and out of bounds. And it was off of Boston, so it'll be Miami ball with 54 seconds to go.
Highsmith is a guy at his size who's got unbelievable lateral quickness. You're not going to get by him easily. Tatum tries to dance with the ball, but turns it over.
Butler has it at the Celtic logo at midcourt. Moves to his left, got a right-hand dribble with Tatum in front of him. Now on the switch, Robert Williams has Butler on the left wing. Trying to hit Bam. Good fronting by Jason Tatum. Bam's got it now. Backing down Tatum. Spins to his left. Fumbles the ball. Regathers. Shot clock at 5. Gets into the paint. Holds the ball near the ground. Goes up with a shot. Banks it in.
Wow. Tell you what, though, the Boston Celtics, their individual one-on-one contained defense has been good. You put the ball down, you got hands reaching in from every direction. Their intensity is high.
First field goal since the 5-minute mark of the first for Bam. Shot clock at 12, game clock at 20. Tatum on the left wing. Guarded by Adebayo. Shoots a 3 over him, but can't hit it. It's rebounded by Martin with 12 seconds to go. 61-44 Boston. Butler across the timeline, 7 seconds left. Butler top of the key, shovels to the right wing for Martin. 3 seconds to go. Martin near midcourt. Drives to his right, lost the ball. Williams has it, and that's the end of the first half. The Boston Celtics led by as many as 20, and they're up by 17 at the break.
This game was played with a level of intensity and intentionality on the defensive end of the floor, and then the shots are falling. It feels like after that Game 4 performance, the confidence high, 11 threes on 25 attempts. Boston doing the two things they did all year. Number 2 in defensive efficiency, number 1 in offensive efficiency. They got it both working.
Endorse Jason Tatum at 12 points in the first quarter. Jaylen Brown at 12 points in the second quarter. 61-44. Boston trying to force a Game 6, which would be in Miami on Saturday. Let's send it now to Kevin Winter in the studio with the AutoZone halftime report.
Dave, Doris, and Roz, what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination? They offer free battery testing and charging and reliable replacement batteries. They've always got your battery solution. Get in the zone. AutoZone up next on the AutoZone halftime report. We take a look at Denver's run to its first ever NBA Finals. Get you set for the second half in Boston, where the Celtics hold the Miami Heat to 44 points. Miami with 1 score in double figures. Duncan Robinson, 10 off the bench. At the half, Boston by 17, 61-44. This is Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio.
The all-new NBA app is happening and has you covered from coast to coast. My goodness! Live tip-offs at your fingertips and highlights right as they happen. Steph Curry through the break. Catch every can't-miss moment before, during, and after the game. And behind the scenes like you've never seen. Let's go! All access, all the time. Get those what you sure all in one app. Because if it's happening in the new NBA app. So get the app today.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster. No, to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I think my battery's dead.
With free battery testing and charging, AutoZone is here to help.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
What if I need a new one?
We have the right batteries right here at America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
And what if I don't know how to connect it?
No problem. We have a how-to for you at AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2023 Bank of America, N.A.
The
NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Derek White, 4 for 5. Boston has 10 threes in the first half. A steal by Jaylen Brown. A transition layup with the right hand. He's got 15 in the first half, and the lead back to 17.
And that's where we are at the half. The AutoZone Halftime Report brought to you by the makers of 5-Hour Energy. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com. Boston, 61-44 over the Miami Heat. Celtics trying to send this series to a Game 6 Saturday night in Miami. The Heat looking for their second opportunity to close out Boston, this time on the road. The Denver Nuggets will await the winner of this game, or this series rather, in the NBA Finals. The Nuggets advancing to their first ever NBA Finals in mile-high fashion, sweeping LeBron James and the Lakers. Before making franchise history, the Nuggets made 4 conference finals appearances, losing each one of them, 3 of which came at the hands of the Lakers. Ironically, the Nuggets' historic win came down to the final seconds. Tim McMahon of ESPN walks through the final moments of Denver's mile-high milestone.
The 4 seconds that separated the Nuggets from the franchise's first NBA Finals appearance felt like forever to Coach Michael Malone.
For that game to go down to the wire and for the ball to be in LeBron James' hands, those seconds were an eternity.
James on the drive, goes inside, stop, shot blocked, gets it back. It's over. It's over. Denver makes history. The Nuggets are going to the NBA Finals for the first time in franchise history.
When the buzzer went off, it was almost surreal for a second.
It's almost like shock a little bit. And you're just like, are you sure we don't have more time on the clock?
After the buzzer, the Nuggets swarmed Nikola Jokic in celebration. The organization was annoyed by the nitpicking of Joker's game during the MVP debate this season. This sweep should hush the skeptics.
I think Nikola has gone through 3 rounds now where he's averaging a triple-double in the playoffs. Have you seen any stat padding out there? I'm serious. Like enough of the silliness. Like, the guy is a great player. Give him his damn respect.
I think it's a collective effort. It's not just one guy. We don't give up. I'm saying this last 5 years when we were bad, when we were good. We don't give up.
LeBron literally tipped his cap when discussing Jokic. He was just as strong in his praise of the Nuggets as a whole.
I think me and AD were just talking in the locker room for a little bit. I think we came to the consensus that, if not one of the best, by the best team that we've played since we've been together for all 4 years.
It's incredible. It's a lot of fun. We're going to keep making history. That's the thing. We want to keep that mindset and enjoy the moment. But we got more work to do.
With so much time off before the June 1 start to the finals, Malone joked about heading to Cabo to have a margarita on the beach. In a much more serious tone, he hammered the point that nobody on the Nuggets is satisfied with a Western Conference title.
Tim McMahon of ESPN, thank you very much. Denver will open up the Western Conference, the NBA Finals on Thursday, 1 week from tonight. Question is, will they be at home or will they be on the road in Boston? Here on the AutoZone Halftime Report, coming up next, we get set for the second half where Boston leads Miami by 17. This is Game 5 on ESPN Radio.
Do you want to gain stability, benefits, and experience? As a youth development specialist with the City of New York, you can build a solid civil service career working with NYC's youth. Start earning over $47,000, and in 3 months, you can get $2,500 bonus, earn a pension, paid overtime, health care, and in just 5 years, over $60,000. Apply now at nyc.gov/YDS. Make a difference in the lives of our youth. Become a youth development specialist today. Learn more at nyc.gov/YDS.
Hey golfers, Father's Day comes one day early at Crystal Springs Resort. Don't miss the Brews and Birdies Golf Tournament and the New Jersey Beer and Food Festival sponsored by Paul Miller Auto Group on Saturday, June 17th. Experience amazing golf at New York City's closest resort, plus 200 beer varieties, and all-you-can-eat barbecue feast, live music, goat races, balloon rides, and more. Get your tickets at thecrystalspringsresort.com. That's thecrystalspringsresort.com.
Sports fans, get ready for the biggest party of the year. The U.S. Darts Masters returns to the theater at Madison Square Garden on June 2nd and 3rd. Watch as the world's top players battle it out on the Aki, including the Iceman, Gerwin Price, Bully Boy, Michael Smith, and Peter Snakebite Wright. Be a part of the wild atmosphere with fancy dress outfits, foam fingers, and over-the-top celebration. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or search U.S. Darts Masters tickets.
To hit a home run, everything needs to line up perfectly. No different than finding the person you want to marry. When the time comes to propose, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. They'll make shopping for a ring easy and help you hit it out of the park. Let them help you pick or design the perfect ring to fit any budget from their 2 by London collection. London Jewelers is committed to getting it just right. So visit London Jewelers today at any of their 7 locations, including the newest location at the mall at Short Hills. Mention I told you to stop by and you'll get the Michael K. treatment.
Where can you walk magnificent greens with the Manhattan skyline as a backdrop while you're lining up your next shot? Only at Skyway Golf Course at Lincoln Park West in nearby Jersey City. It's the finest public golf experience in Hudson County, an amazing 9-hole layout lined with flowering grasses, magnificent dunes, rolling fairways, offering fun and challenge at every hole. Visit their pages at SkywayGolfCourse.com and see all that this wonderful course has to offer. Instruction, events, tournaments, outings, juniors welcome, senior discount. Skyway Golf Course is sure to make your must-play list of the Metro New York golf courses. Go to their website, SkywayGolfCourse.com. Reserve a tee time, SkywayGolfCourse.com. Skyway features maximum variety with a equal mix of par 3, par 4, and par 5 holes. Landing areas are generous and visible in most greens, have collection and chipping areas to receive slightly offline approach shots. SkywayGolfCourse.com. That's SkywayGolfCourse.com. Or
you're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Kevin Richard with you inside our Granger studio here on the AutoZone halftime report. A blistering start for Boston here in a must-win Game 5.
Tatum into the forecourt for Boston. He's got 7 points early on. Gets into the lane, goes to his right hand, hits the shot off the glass, plus a foul. A 3-point catch rate. Very aggressive. Jason Tatum early on. Tatum, 4 seconds left. Left wing double. Throws to the right side for White. He shoots for 3 at the buzzer, and he hits. Derek White drills another 3 for Boston. The Celtics with 7 triples in the opening quarter.
Derek White, 3-pointer at the buzzer, 35-20. Boston with the lead by 15 as they went to the second. In the second quarter, Miami responded, but believe it or not, Boston winds up winning the quarter.
Derek White, 4 for 5. Boston has 10 threes in the first half. A steal by Jaylen Brown. A transition layup with the right hand. He's got 15 in the first half, and the lead back to 17. 1:30 to play in the first half. Jaylen Brown, left wing, uses a screen. Fires to Smart on the right side. He'll shoot a 3 and hit it. The 11th 3-ball for the Celtics, and their lead is 20, just like that.
Their largest of the game, 11 of 25 from distance. Their first half recap brought to you by the makers of 5-Hour Energy. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com. Second half with Dave, Doris, and Roz is next. This is the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. You know, changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Valvoline Advanced can help your engine get more miles. Right now, buy a 5-quart jug and get a free STP Extended Life Oil Filter. That's right, free. Get started on your next job today with the parts you need, when you need them, at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
The NBA Finals.
Hearts are racing, heads are pounding.
No time to rest. No time to look away.
It's unbelievable.
Because in the finals, everything changes.
Oh, it's good.
Fate collides with destiny. Today's stars become tomorrow's inspirations. And 4 wins turn the end of a season into the start of a legacy. The NBA Finals begin June 1st on ABC. 2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, our members are at the very heart of our mission. That's why this Military Appreciation Month, we thought you might want to hear a special thank you message from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother Will, who's currently serving as a major in the Army. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
Hi, I'm wishing my pops, retired Colonel Stephen Sheehan of the United States Marine Corps, a happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Commitment connects us. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Great. It's yours. See you then.
Nathan's Tiki-themed bar is swimming in end-of-year party booking.
Where can I find that many servers? They want headlamps? And I'm going to need to find a band.
He needs caterers to navigate the rising tide.
No, Mario, not your cousin's cover band.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
I switched to Boost Mobile and got a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone. Want to know the best part?
It was free?
Nope.
The fact that it's on America's largest 5G networks?
Nope. It's the ding.
Oh, yeah. Love the ding.
Right? It's all about the ding. It's the dingarooski, the dingaroner, the ring-a-ding-ding.
Unleash your power to save with Boost. Get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone when you switch. Boost Mobile. Unleash your power.
And the ding.
Limited time offer. New customers only. Available on select networks. 5G not available everywhere. One device per line. Tax excluded. Additional restrictions apply. See your local Boost Mobile store for details.
This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
I'm Kevin Witcher from inside our Granger studio. A little bit for us on the AutoZone halftime report. Boston 61, Miami 44. We're 12 minutes away from a Game 6, or unless Miami has a miraculous rally, 12 minutes away from a matchup in the NBA Finals with the Nuggets. We find out next. Back for the second half in Boston with Roscoe and Woody on the sidelines alongside Doris Burke. Here's Dave Pash.
And some great notes here from our producer, Mike Martino. In the shot clock era, the Celtics in the playoffs, when they lead by 15 points or more at halftime, they are 64-2.
Wow.
Miami is 0-20 in their playoff history when trailing by 15 points or more at the half.
I just couldn't be more impressed with Boston, Dave. I mean, just the starters outscore the Miami Heat 58-19. I thought this started with their defensive effort. They were turning Miami over in that first half. They get 17 points off 10 turnovers by the Miami Heat. 13-0 second chance. They're plus 21 from the three-point line. All the things that Boston did so well all season came to fruition. Just really impressive in that first half.
And let's check in with Roz.
Coming out of the Heat halftime locker room, the message was we can't try to do it all at once. We've got to chip away at it, one possession at a time. And the talking points around the Heat have been around their depth. Well, this time, their coaching staff is asking their depth and everyone else to help Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. They cannot do it alone, guys.
Butler is 2 for 7. Bam is 3 for 9. Duncan Robinson, 10 points, but he's in foul trouble. Kevin Love played only 5 minutes in that first half, and Haywood Highsmith starting the second half for Love.
I thought he gave them great athleticism, intention on the defensive end, a little bit of a live body.
Makes you wonder, is there something wrong with Kevin Love? Remember, he hurt that ankle a couple games ago. Jaylen Brown in the front court. Throws to Horford in the left wing. Now Derek White, left corner, puts it up from there. Misses a three. And it's rebounded by Kyle Lowry, who got the start for the injured Gabe Vincent. Lowry into the front court, picked up by Smart at the timeline. Lob to the high post left for Bam Adebayo. Facing up on Tatum. Drives in the lane. And a foul called on Tatum for reaching in. That's 2 on him.
Marcus Smart trying to raise his hand, but they're going to give it to Tatum, in fact.
Again, only 2 personals on Tatum. Be a side out of bounds. Miami in all black, red trim. Boston all green, white numbers and trim. Butler will inbound far side with Tatum guarding him. Bam Adebayo on the catch. Bounce pass down low left for Butler. Puts it up and in. See if they wave it off. There's a foul on Boston. Yep. It's on Jaylen Brown. Side out of bounds. 2 quick Boston fouls.
Yeah, Jimmy gives up the ball, then back cuts, or actually front cuts, and just a hole trying to impede his progress.
Bam Adebayo catches the inbound pass, middle of the floor. Handoff for Strus, dribbling to his left, and tries a three. It's off target, rebounded Horford. Smart hits the deck. Boston ball. Tatum across the line. at the hash mark on the far side. Throws to Jaylen Brown, backing down Strus, right baseline, into the lane. Left-handed shot, way off, rebounded by Butler. Haven't seen that yet in the series. That kind of attempt with the left hand from Brown. Butler pounding it into the floor at the top of the key. Moves to his right, minute into the second quarter, 61-44 Celtics. Butler backing down White. Spins to his right, can't get a shot off. Kick out Lowry on the right side. Timer at 4. He drives in the lane and turned it over. Lost it to Horford. 11th turnover by Miami. Boston with 17 points off turnovers so far. Jaylen Brown up top. Got Bam on him on the switch. Throws at the feet of Smart. Now into the low post for Horford. Spins to his left and gets the dunk going right around the smaller defender, Kyle Lowry.
You've got to hunt a mismatch when it's that big an advantage. Al Horford, excellent move.
Lowry into the front court, lobs to Butler on the right wing, inside the arc, facing up on Derek White. He'll drive, spin right baseline, put up a shot and score.
Derek playing without a shoe right now. He lost his shoe on that defensive play. Tatum tosses the shoe at Derek. And Derek, well, I'll tell you what, just despite the lack of a shoe trying to do his job defensively, got to love that.
He got knocked down by Lowry when he crossed midcourt, and that's when he lost the shoe. Smart into the front court. 2 minutes gone by. 63-46 Boston. Right wing Jaylen Brown. Drives to the elbow. Right through the defense. Bank shot, no. Rebound, Bam. Slow start to the third. Like the first for Brown. He caught fire in the second quarter, though. Lowry's middle of the floor. Throws to the right side for Butler. And trying to get Bam. He's got a smaller player on him. Now Horford comes over to help. Bam right baseline about 10 feet away. Facing up, shot clock at 5. Bam has to put it up from 12. He does. He misses. And Tatum gets the carom. And Bam is 3 for 10. Smart front court right. Finds Brown. Cutting to the basket and slamming it home.
Smart switch on the defensive end by Al. Just pushes Marcus Smart to the other side of the floor. Great transition attack by Jalen. Celtics continue to look sharp.
65-46. 3 minutes in, third quarter. Strus on the right wing. Boy, every time Butler catches it, he has no airspace, thanks to Derek White. Strus drives right side, layup no good. Rebound Smart. Quick outlet Brown. 2-on-2. Brown into the front court, into the lane. And puts up a wild shot that won't go. Rebounded by Lowry. Boy, a lot of contact. No whistle. Butler front court. Driving left side. Body to body with White. Bank shot is good. No whistle. And it's 65-48.
To me, that's a brutal no call. I thought Jaylen Brown earned a trip to the line right there. Dave, he did everything right. Attacked the chest of that defensive player. He should be shooting free throws.
8.5 to go in the third. Smart in the paint. Push shot from 12 goes down for Smart. Lead back to 19. Boston led by as many as 20 in that first half. 8 minutes to play here in third quarter of Game 5. Butler left wing at the hash mark. Got Horford on him now. Calling for Bam to go post up. Gets it to him. Low block left. Back to the basket. Back to Butler. Into the lane. He lost it. Another turnover. Horford has it for the Celtics. Ahead to Smart in the front court. And an alley-oop hit the backboard and nothing else. He was trying to get Derek White. And it caroms to Butler in midcourt. He drives into the lane. Goes to the right corner. Highsmith left alone. His three is good. And it's 67-51. A timeout by Joe Mazzulla.
I like the timeout by Joe Mazzulla. Quick one, to give up an open three in the corner. Not a great possession the other end. But Jimmy Butler on that spin move had one man to beat, chose to go to the corner. Right play by him.
7:47 left, third quarter. Boston 67, Miami 51. You're listening to the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
Do you want to gain stability, benefits, and experience? As a youth development specialist with the City of New York, you can build a solid civil service career working with NYC's youth. Start earning over $47,000, and in 3 months, you could get a $2,500 bonus. Earn a pension, paid overtime, health care, and in just 5 years, over $60,000. Apply now at nyc.gov/YDS. Make a difference in the lives of our youth. Become a youth development specialist today. Learn more at nyc.gov/YDS.
Take Mohegan Sun with you wherever you are in Connecticut, on your commute, at the shore, in the park, or at home. Your favorite casino games are now in the palm of your hand. Win real money and earn real awards by playing on the MoheganSunCasino.com app. Visit PlayMoheganSunCasino.com for today's promotions. Where do you play Mohegan? Must be 21 or older to play. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org.
40 days up to 40 pounds. Say it with me, 40 days up to 40 pounds. With the warmer days of spring approaching, you need to get rid of that oversized sweatshirt and reach out to NJ Diet. You will lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. They use your hair, saliva, and blood work along with bioenergetic scans to personalize natural solutions and supplements that get your body into the fat-burning zone so you can finally lose that weight. Then, NJ Diet uses DNA info to help you keep it off. You will be slimmer before this summer with the help of NJ Diet. And best of all, it's contractually guaranteed. You are fully supervised the entire time to make sure you're burning fat and not just losing water. And you even get the doctor's personal email and phone number. Locations throughout New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, or available worldwide with live online video consults. Call 855-5NJ-DIET or schedule your consultation today by going to njdiet.com. That's njdiet.com. 40 days up to 40 pounds. 40 days up to 40 pounds.
Kevin Wentz inside our Granger studio. Full recap of this game tomorrow morning, starting with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern. They're followed by Greeny with Mike Greenberg. They'll either be looking ahead to the NBA Finals matchup or looking forward to a Game 6 coming up on Saturday. As we go back to Roz Goodwin, Doris Burke, Dave Pash. Hey, guys, props to the drummers who can't see over the drum. They were banging there during that TV timeout. Back to you.
Oh, I could totally hear him, though, as Boston leads at 67-51 with 7:47 to play in the third quarter. They're dropping like flies. Kevin Love, we don't know if it's just he got benched or if there's something going on, but he's wearing a red sweatshirt, not even a warm-up outfit, as if he's not going back in. And Kyle Lowry, during the last break, has been holding his right hand. One of his fingers clearly not right. He's going to try to fight through it, though, and play here. He keeps looking at it in midcourt. Tyler Hero was doing some shooting before the game, but he's been out with a hand injury, obviously, and we don't know if he's going to play at all the rest of the postseason.
So Roz just walked down to our broadcast position and whispered, Kevin Love is available to play. So just electing to go with Highsmith, but you wonder, same thing of the Brogdon thing, is it a level of effectiveness, perhaps?
Tatum left wing in the front court. 16-point Boston lead. Butler reaches in, pokes it away, but Boston keeps it. White straight on a three. It's good. Boy, Derek White can't miss. 5 3-pointers, 17 points.
I tell you, they're moving it so well, and the number of open shots they're creating really impressive.
70-51, Celtics lead, trying to force a Game 6. Free throw line to the left is Butler. He cannot get any airspace. He's got Horford on him, doing a great job. Lob to Bam, backing up on Brown, left of the lane, and thrown away. Stripped by Horford, fouled by Bam Adebayo. Will they call this a transition take foul? Let's see. It's 2 on Bam.
It's a trip because I just think in trying to sprint back, his feet got tangled with Al's, and so they're going to just say side out here, Dave.
And that's the first foul on Miami here in the quarter. 7 minutes to go. Boston leading by 19, 70-51. Tatum still hasn't scored since the first quarter, but it hasn't mattered. Tatum, top of the circle. Right-hand dribble now. Gets into the lane. Leaves it for Horford to the elbow right. Shot clock at 5. Tatum back to the rim. Far side. 3 to shoot. Puts it up over Strus. It's good. And the lead is up to 21.
Dave, every time Max Strus is guarding, doesn't matter if it's White with the ball smart, Tatum, they're attacking Max Strus.
Lowry, top of the key. Stops his dribble there. Fires to the right side and Highsmith. Lob to Butler. Right baseline. Shot clock at 8. Butler with a jab step. Now drives. And stopped his dribble, has to shoot. He does over White and hits. Butler with 14 now. Boston quickly into the front court on the right side with Jaylen Brown. Horford gets it back to Brown, right corner. 6 minutes to go, 72-53 third quarter. Tatum driving, left-hand layup, goaltending. It hit the backboard, then it was blocked by Bam Adebayo. Count it, 74-53.
So Jimmy Butler's 5 for 10. But every shot it feels like he's taking, to me, Dave, is over the outstretched arms of a defender who's done a good job staying in front and staying down on shot fakes.
Strus with the ball in between the rings, about 35 feet away, straight away, drives to the elbow, lob for Bam, and he tips it in with the left hand. I don't know if he did that on purpose or if it somehow just hit his hand and went in. Let's see if that springboards Miami to a run. 74-55, 5.5 to go in the third. Boston leading. Trailing the series 3-1. Tatum knocked off his spot by Spruce and almost turned it over. Right wing is Jaylen Brown. Shot clock at 5. Brown with 3. Drives, gets into the lane, goes to the right hand as he hung in the air forever and banked it in. Boy, he went all the way up and then back down before he shot the ball with the right hand. Lowry on the right wing, bounce pass to Bam Adebayo. Foul line jumper is good. 76-57 Boston.
Bam Adebayo now 5 for 12. He's got 10 points, 6 boards, and a couple of assists.
Inside 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tatum across the timeline. 4 quick points here in the second half for Tatum, 16 for the game. Smart, top of the key. Lobs to Brown on the right side with a shot clock at 7. Brown now brings it out near the hash mark. Drives, pull-up jumper, 20-footer, right wing, too strong. And rebounded by the Heat. Bam racing into the front court, left to right. Adebayo gets past Horford. Scoop shot with the right hand. Left of the rim is good. 76-59.
More aggressive Bam. He had taken 12 total shots in the last 2 games. He's got 13 attempts already.
Hearing 4 minutes to go in the third. 17-point advantage for Boston. Horford to the right corner. Brown drives baseline. Good ball movement around the perimeter by the Celtics. Tatum now drives. Puts up a shot, no good off the glass, but he's fouled. Smart to put it up as he felt the contact. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, just so smart. Quick decision, straight line drive to the right hand.
Don Highsmith, his first and the second team foul. We pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is the Eastern Conference Finals, ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Bart Scott and Alan Hahn.
2 New York guys doing a New York show.
Weekdays at noon.
WEPN FM, New York.
They pass. Doris Burke, Rouse Golden Wood A in Boston for Game 5. Jason Tatum missing the first free throw. The Celtics leading 76-59, 4:13 to go. In the third quarter, Malcolm Brogdon played sparingly in the first half. We have not seen him since. Injuries for the Heat, obviously, as well as we talked about with no Gabe Vincent tonight.
Grant Williams in and Robert Williams the third in as well. Lots of communication from the Boston Celtics about matchups here. This was a noticeable difference in Game 4 from the first 3. The level of communication amongst the Celtics.
Second free throw is good for Tatum, 77-59. 4-minute mark, third quarter. Duncan Robinson, 10 first half points. He's on the left wing. Nice pass to Bam Adebayo, knocks down the foul line Jay.
They put them on the left-hand side of the floor. Run that 2-man action. Bam and Duncan Robinson work out together and have built a nice connection.
He has 8 points in the third quarter, Bam. He had 6 the entire first half. 77-61, Boston. Tatum bounced to Grant Williams left side. He'll put up a 3. Knocks it down. The 13th three-pointer for the Celtics.
They are now 8 for 13 on open shots. Their offense is just cooking.
Bam, right wing. Pump fake. Gets it out to Robinson. 3.5 to go in the third. 19-point lead again for the Celtics. Highsmith dribbles left baseline. Drives into the lane now, goes up and throws it down. Nice handoff by Butler to get it to him.
I'll tell you what, in 21 minutes, Highsmith is 3 for 5, 7 points, been active on the defensive end. He might be earning himself some minutes.
Kevin Love's played 5 minutes. Cody Zeller's played 4. 3 minutes to play in the third. 17 points. Celtic lead. Tatum hesitation dribble. Drives and kicks. White, top of the key, puts it on the floor. Pull-up jumper is good from 10 feet.
See, even when they go into that zone, Boston can beat it off the bounce. They got into the gaps twice there, created excellent shots.
2:45 to go in the third. It's 82-63 Celtics. Robinson at the free throw line has it knocked away, but it's able to get the basketball back and missed the layup, though, left of the rim. He thought he was pushed. Rebound Tatum. In the forecourt, Tatum to our left. Pass, Butler drives the lane and missed the shot with the left hand. Rebound by Adebayo. Bam drives into the front court, hits Robinson low right. Bank shot is good from Duncan. 82-65 with 2:15 to play, third quarter.
It's the most confident and aggressive I've ever seen Duncan Robinson throughout the course of this series, Dave.
Guy that's been in and out of the lineup, especially since getting that big contract, but when his number's been called, he's been great. On the drive is Smart, middle of the lane, floating and hitting from 8 feet over the outstretched arm. Both arms in the air from Bam Adebayo.
Well, that's a tough shot right there. That is a tough shot. Marcus Smart into the paint, off 2 feet.
Butler in the front court to our right. Has the ball on the near side, looking to facilitate, and his pass picked off by Smart. Racing into the front court, being chased by two members of the Heat, and a foul as Smart goes face first to the ground. Caleb Martin went for the block and knocked Smart down, but he's okay. He'll shoot two with a score 84-65 Boston. 1:45 to go in the third quarter. This is the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
A lot of new enrollments, huh? Braylon, Braden.
Monique's daycare is crawling with new arrivals.
Hey, sweetie, are you hungry?
She needs more early childhood educators.
Did your socks slip off again?
And a nap.
Hey there, little guy. Okay. Whoa.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
At Progressive, we know how much you love your recreational vehicles, so we decided to record this commercial in an RV.
With a family on vacation.
Mom, who are these people?
Oh, that's Flo and Jamie. They're recording a commercial, sweetie.
Don't they do that in the studio? Normally.
No.
But we wanted to feature a family who bundled their home and RV and saved with Progressive.
Yeah, it looks like you're all out of chips.
Okay, I think we'll just drop you off at the next gas station.
Bundle your home and other vehicles with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Broken bricks, falling fences, damaged doors, Gorilla Glue. Of course. It's incredibly strong and 100% waterproof and bonds, well, virtually everything. While you're at it, look for Gorilla Tape, a heavy-duty double-thick duct tape, and Gorilla Super Glue, great for all your quick fixes and repairs. There's also Gorilla Epoxy, Gorilla Wood Glue, Gorilla Construction Adhesive, of course. You get it. If you can break it, Gorilla can fix it. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
O'Reilly. Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery needs to be replaced, our professional parts people can help you find the best Superstart battery for your vehicle and budget. Don't wait. Get your battery tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Kevin Utcher with you inside our Granger studio. Time to go inside the numbers. Brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. The 5 3-pointers tonight by Derek White are tied for the most he's ever made this postseason. Tied for the most he's ever made in his postseason career. Also, teams that hit 10 3-pointers in a half, like Boston did in the first half, they're 5-2 in the playoffs so far. Boston is over those 3-pointers right now. The Celtics tonight, 13 of 28 from distance, 46%. Before we go back to Dave Pash and Doris Burke, here's Ross Goodwin.
Thanks, Kevin. Guys, I have an injury update from the Celtics. Malcolm Brogdon, I talked about that right elbow that he's been playing through with pain. He's doubtful to return in this game due to right elbow soreness, guys.
And we'll have to see if the Boston Celtics are able to win this game, whether he can go on Saturday.
Jared Weiss from The Athletic broke the story this morning that Malcolm had been playing through that injury. Roz talked to him at length at shoot-around this morning. Obviously the pain a little bit more than he could handle tonight.
And you got all these questions with the Heat if we have a Game 6. Can Gabe Vincent play? Right now, basically Miami's playing 7 guys because they played 9 so far, but 2 of them have played 5 minutes or less, Zeller and Love, and maybe at this point with needing 3-point shooting, that's why Zeller's not playing.
And now Peyton Pritchard is in the basketball game for the Boston Celtics. Will he eat up some of the minutes that Malcolm Brogdon would typically take here?
Marcus Smart at the line, shooting 2. It's 84-65. Celtics, 1:45 to go in the third. First free throw way off the mark, barely hit the front rim. And Smart, we saw him go down a couple times in that first half and not look right, but, it's going to take a lot more than that to keep him from playing in a postseason game. Second free throw is on the way and through, and the lead is 20 again. Celtics have led by as many as 21. Smart has 18 points now. Cody Martin going to play point here. He's in the front court to our right. Finds Butler on the near wing. Shot clock at 10. 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Up top, Robinson fakes. Drive, stops at the elbow, lob for Adebayo. Catches deep in the paint, stripped by Smart. Grant Williams on the floor, gets the ball. Ahead to Marcus Smart. Great hustle by Boston. Tatum, right wing. He'll drive and kick. Smart, wide open three, left side. Hit it! Marcus Smart coming alive tonight. The Celtics have their largest lead, 88-65. Crowd on its feet. Right side, Martin looking to answer, and does with a three. Going to need more than that, though. They need stops as Kevin Love comes off the bench to come in at the next dead ball. Inside a minute to go in the third, 88-68.
Impressive hands on the defensive end. Boston's level of intention is so good.
Pass to Robert Williams III. Now throws it up top. Pritchard, shot clock at 5. He'll drive. Stop in the lane. Stripped by Highsmith and a turnover. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Robinson hits a cutting. Bam, Adebayo for the flush. Middle of the lane. Hung on the rim again. 88-70. 5 straight points for the Heat.
It's a little reaction from the crowd. They feel like it's a delay game. Wow, Joe Mazzulla using a timeout here with 31.8 ticks.
We've seen this a lot the last 2 games. Whenever there's a Miami run, he calls a timeout. That's something that a lot of Boston fans have been critical of him for earlier in the series.
So quick 5-0 run, and Joe uses a timeout. He's got 4 left as we march toward the fourth quarter. Miami with 3.
And again, Boston trying to push it to Game 6, which would be Saturday night in Miami. The Celtics have been brilliant on the road in the playoffs. Miami had not lost a playoff game until Game 4. And again, it deserves being mentioned. It's only happened 11 times out of 150, meaning 150 times the team has had a 3-0 lead. 11 times it's gone to a Game 6. That's it. Think about that. 11 out of 150.
And it's gone to 7 one time?
3 times.
3 times?
Gone to 7.
But the team that forced 7, what's their success rate? Do we know that?
Not off the top of my head. I mean,
well,
obviously, no one's ever won.
Yeah,
so,
they haven't won, so they're 0-150.
I thought you meant what was their, in terms of, did they... It was 3-0, like what was their seed? Because there was something with one of the lower seeds never having gotten to the Game 7 of the 3.
Because the Boston team is probably the best positioned ever, right? When you consider the disparity in total wins of the regular season versus Miami.
Correct.
And, you know, it's incredible how this team, this particular version of the Boston Celtics, seems to flourish when their backs are against the wall.
So they still got some work to do, not only if there is a Game 6, but they got to get there. 30 seconds to go in Game 3. They lead by 18. Jaylen Brown in between the circles, 8-second difference in the clock. Drives right, hits Tatum up top, fires underneath to Williams. Pump fake goes up, and reverse dunk for Robert Williams.
Excellent decision by Jason Tatum, who gets up to assist number 8.
Cody Martin left corner with 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Dribbles to the top of the key. 3 seconds left. Martin, pull-up jumper, 16 feet is good with 0.6 of a second to go.
Caleb Martin, 14 points.
Inbound to Boston. That's the end of the third quarter. 12 minutes away from a Game 6. Boston 90. Miami 72. This is the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Will they find a home? Sponsored by Geico. Susan has always wanted to live in a chateau.
I like a certain je ne sais quoi.
While Jake is more into the Cape Cod style home.
It's a classic look.
Compromise is tough, but these two won't have to compromise when they bundle home and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and they could save even more. In the end, Susan and Jake found a Cape Cod style home where they will only speak French.
Bonjour, je t'aime, merci beaucoup, and cordon bleu.
You'll get better with Chime.
Bundling without compromise at Geico.com.
Carrie, is this schedule the most updated?
There's a wedding season rush at Dr. Iona's dental practice.
We're fully booked this week. We can try and squeeze you in next Tuesday.
She needs a dental hygienist to unveil fresh smiles.
How long has Sri been under the UV light?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
5 Hour Energy wants to give you a $25,000 Eco Charger electric ATV.
just by any 5-Hour Energy product. Snap a photo of your receipt and upload the photo at 5hecharge.com. You could win a $25,000 EcoCharger electric ATV. Sweepstakes ends June 30th. No purchase necessary to enter. For rules and how to enter without purchase, go to 5hecharge.com. Charge up your summer with 5-Hour Energy. Enter today.
You hearing this? It sounds like this is playoff basketball. Time to tap into playoff mode. That non-stop, claw your way to the top, give it all you got type of thing. From inside the paint to outside the arena. Where did this come from? Everybody's got to get in playoff mode and stay in playoff mode. Every single round. The NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel continue on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
Kevin Richard with you inside our Granger studio, 3/4 complete.
Tatum, right wing. He'll drive and kick. Smart, wide open three, left side. Hit it! Marcus Smart coming alive tonight. The Celtics have their largest lead, 88-65.
Marcus Smart, believe it or not, he leads all Boston scorers. He's got 21. Brown with 19. Derek White with 19. Jason Tatum with 17, despite having 12 in the opening quarter. And Boston has extended its lead at the end of each of the first 3 quarters. They lead by 18 before we go to Dave Pash and Doris Burke to start the fourth. Here's Roscoe winning.
Thanks, Kevin. Yesterday, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla shared time with terminal cancer patients. 3 girls that helped him have perspective for the pressure and his approach of Game 5. He told me, I made the mistake thinking that I was helping them out. They were helping me out. And if they can smile through all they're going through, then I can come to work here ready to go and face the challenge as well. Guys?
Well, this team under Joe Mazzulla, Roz, looks completely different here, and it's really on the defensive end. They have 13 steals. Yep. Kevin mentioned the scoring for Marcus Smart. He's got 5 of those 13 steals.
Just their activity, their pinching down on ball handlers, the help, communication, everything's been brilliant defensively for Boston.
They lead 90-72, start of the fourth. Jimmy Butler inside, kicks to Caleb Martin, right corner. But again, no driving lane. So pop for 3 on the right side. Missed it. Kevin Love in the game. Got the rebound. Love in the left corner. He'll try a 3. No good. Rebound Horford. Quick outlet to Derek White, but Miami back defensively. Haywood Highsmith played 24 straight minutes for Miami. Again, Kyle Lowry, we don't know if we'll see him again because of that finger injury. Kevin Love, first time he's played since midway through the first quarter. Shot clock at 5 for Boston. Left wing White catches 2-3. No good, but a foul. And Derek White will go to the line. Jimmy Butler fouled him in the act of shooting. 3 free throws coming up.
Jimmy just shakes his head, yes, understanding that Derek White has been red hot from 3. Closes out, goes right into his face. And Derek is going to take 3 free throws.
Doris is in me, or does Miami seem uncharacteristically rattled?
Oh, we talked about it in the first half. For the first time in the last, 8 quarters now? Or marching in that direction, 4 quarters? This team is on its heels. This team looks like it has doubt. They're attacking Strus. Boston has been the aggressor, the assertive players. The 13 steals tells a story. It's not just Miami being careless, Dave. It is the level of defense being played by Boston that's turning Miami over.
1 for 2 so far for Derek White at the line. Here comes the 3rd free throw. It's on the way, and it's good. Derek White up to 21 points. 4 players for Boston have scored 17 or more. Miami has 0 players above 16. Bam Adebayo has 16, 14 for Butler, 14 for Caleb Martin. 92-72. Boston leads, a minute gone by here in the fourth. Duncan Robinson in between the rings. Left-hand dribble, kicks right side, throws it away into the Celtic bench. That is the 16th turnover, and already 25 Boston points off those turnovers.
But Boston, even on that last Miami possession, 3 different guys pushed up to 94 feet as if to say the job's not done.
They are getting after it on the defensive end. Jaylen Brown on the right wing uses the screen, stops his dribble, bounces to the elbow right for Horford. He's facing up there. To the right corner, Williams. Williams driving through the lane and fouled by Duncan Robinson. He'll go to the line for 2. That's 4 on Robinson.
Duncan gets out to take the three-point shot away. And this is the beauty of Grant Williams, whose minutes in this series have started to rise all of a sudden. Shot making, excellent defense, the ability when you run off the line to put it on the deck.
And does Miami have answers? Do they have enough players to have answers? I mean, that's how you could see a scenario, and we've got a long way to go before we get there, but where we finally have a team blow a 3-0 lead is if they have enough injuries where they don't have weapons to compete. Butler picking up the foul earlier, 14 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, but just doesn't feel like he's had an effective night offensively for Miami. Both free throws go for Grant Williams. Lead is 22, 10.5 remaining in the game. Butler having to be the primary ball handler tonight for a good part. Throws it away as he drove. Threw it to the left corner. They're going to say it was cut glass by Boston, though. They are.
Mark Davis going to go over to David Guthrie, have a little discussion about perhaps which direction this is going.
It did not look deflected by Jaylen Brown, but I don't think Joe Mazzulla is going to use the challenge. Inbound to Love. Shot clock at 5. Martin on the far side. Right-hand dribble into the lane. Sweeping hook, no good. And meanwhile, Butler shoves Grant Williams, who has something to say to him. Rebound Tatum. Tatum in the front court to our left. Backing down Highsmith. Tatum 17 points at 12 in the first quarter. Tatum moves to his right, fouls. He went up for the shot. It never got to the rim. Highsmith picking up the foul. More free throws here for Boston.
You see Jason Tatum do that a lot, Dave. He likes that mid-post area. He can turn over either shoulder. If he's got one guy to beat, he's so confident, feeling like he can get there.
He's got 9 assists, 7 rebounds, 17 points, and again, he set the tone in the first quarter as he hits the first free throw. When it was 20-5 and he had that throwdown dunk.
Yeah,
that brought the house down.
It sure did. That was a spectacular play. But I'm going to go back to the defense and just continue to make the point that Jimmy Butler's got 14 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. I feel like Boston's just been so disciplined defensively, just making them shoot over the top, jump stops that he normally uses footwork to get past. They've guarded that well.
The lead is up to 24 after 2 free throws for Jason Tatum. Duncan Robinson in the lane. Fires to Martin, left wing. Shot clock at 5. Martin drives. This pass broken up. And a turnover. Tatum behind the back pass threw it away into the front court trying to hit Jaylen Brown. We thought Jaylen Brown was running to the basket. Instead, Brown had stopped. Just a sloppy play, but I guess when you're up 24, you can get away with it with 9:47 to go.
Yeah, but Horford and Grant Williams go over to Jason Tatum, just making sure we're on point here. 9:47 to play. I think, the expectation probably was Miami could make a run, but to me, not with the intention Boston is playing with.
Kyle Lowry back on the floor. He started for Gabe Vincent, but has just 2 points and 1 assist. Highsmith drives, spins, goes to the right hand and floats it up and in. Nice move by Highsmith.
Just impressed by what this young man is doing. In 26 minutes, attacking aggressively. He is at the top of that 3-2 zone that Miami is trying to disrupt Boston's rhythm with.
Third year out of Wheeling Jesuit. Zone defense by Miami. Up top is Horford. Hesitates now. Fires. Missed the 3. Grant Williams taps it, but to Duncan Robinson. 9 minutes to go in the fourth. 96-74 Boston. Robinson left wing in the front court. Moves to the top of the key. Guarded by Horford. Now Love face-up jumper left wing. And it's good for Kevin Love. That is his first basket.
That's what he's got to do, right? He's very capable as a shooter, Kevin Love.
8.5 remaining in the ball game. Derek White left corner. Tatum straight on. A 3. No good. Rebound Love. Into the front court for Duncan Robinson on the far side. Robinson moving to his right, keeps the dribble, drives, and the layup is good off the glass with the right hand. And Joe Mazzulla again calling a timeout. Anytime there's a little momentum shift, he wants to talk it over. 8:24 to play, 96-78 Celtics lead. You're listening to the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Hi, I'm attorney John D'Agostino. If you've been injured, you need a lawyer who knows what you're going through. I understand how one accident can turn your whole world upside down. I've been there. As a kid, I played a lot of ball on these streets, and I always played to win. As a lawyer, I make sure my clients know they're getting a winner. Have you been told your case is a loser? Give me a shot. I'm a fighter. Someone who's going to swing for the fences to get you the money you deserve. I've been there. I now run D'Agostino & Associates, a personal injury law firm I built right here in New York and New Jersey. For over 30 years, D'Agostino & Associates has been helping accident victims get every dollar they deserve. We've recovered millions of dollars for people just like you. Call now, 888-24-LAW-24. D'Agostino & Associates, a personal injury law firm that offers free consultation. And if you can't make it to us, we're going to come to you. I've been there. Call now, 888-24-LAW-24. 888-24-LAW-24. D'Agostino Law Fight Back.
Springtime is the right time to drive a new Mazda. From Ramsey Mazda, lease a new Mazda CX-5 all-wheel drive for only $249 for 36 months, or shop a great selection of certified pre-owned Mazda models. Springtime is the right time for a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 888-885-2891 for lease details. MSRP $28,670. Total due excludes tax, title, and registration. Zero security deposit. VIN P0222-321 ends 5/31/23.
Do you want to gain stability, benefits, and experience? As a youth development specialist with the City of New York, you can build a solid civil service career working with New York City's youth. Start earning over $47,000 in 3 months. You can get a $2,500 bonus, earn a pension, paid overtime, health care, and in just 5 years, over $60,000. Apply now at nyc.gov/YDS. Make a difference in the lives of our youth. Become a youth development specialist today. Learn more at nyc.gov/YDS.
Kevin Richard with you inside our Granger studio. David Doris talked about it earlier. Only 3 teams have ever rallied from down 0-3 to force a Game 7 in the NBA. And guys, you were wondering what seeds they were. Well, in 2003, the last time it happened, Portland, the 6th seed, forced a Game 7 against Dallas, the 3. In the first round, Dallas still won. Denver, the 8th seed in 94 after beating Seattle, they forced a Game 7 down 0-3 to Utah in the second round, but the Jazz, a 3 seed, win the series. And then in the 51 finals, we all remember this one, the 3rd seeded Knicks forced a Game 7 against the 2nd seeded Rochester team. I forget their nickname. Rochester wins. Royals, back to you guys.
Royals. That's right.
Very good, though, Kevin. And look, we've only seen it 5 times in sport. 4 times Stanley Cup playoffs, 1 time Major League Baseball, never in the NBA. You would think, man, how hard is it to win 4 straight games? Well, when the stakes are this high, you're dealing with all the metaphysics, meaning the mental side of it, battling history, coaching anxiety.
Right.
It's very difficult to do, but if Boston can win here tonight, force a Game 6, is the pressure back on Miami? They don't want to come back here for a Game 7.
I'll tell you what's going to keep the pressure on Miami is if Boston keeps shooting threes at this rate. 32 threes in the last 7 quarters.
8 minutes to go in the game. They lead 96-78. Smart goes in the lane, missed the left-handed shot. Offensive rebound, Horford on the right baseline. Out to Jaylen Brown. Drives back into the paint. Handoff underneath to Williams for the dunk. They're going to wave it off, though. Offensive foul as Kyle Lowry drew the charge and hurt his neck a little bit.
I think they're going to review this.
Joe Mazzulla calling for the coach's challenge. Kyle Lowry holding the back of his neck. Maybe Lowry was in the restricted area?
This was a quick review. This was a very quick review. He's still moving. I think this is going to be overturned.
He was outside the restricted area, but it actually looked like he moved into the path of Robert Williams. So the question then would be, if it's overturned, does the basket count by Robert Williams? All right, we'll step away. 7:58 to go. 96-78 Celtics. This is the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2023 Bank of America, N.A.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt.
One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
O'Reilly. Does your vehicle have over 75,000 miles? Get maximum high-mileage engine protection with new Syntec Full Synthetic High-Mileage Motor Oil exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec High Mileage and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $34.99. Limit supply. Ask for Syntec High Mileage at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I switched to Boost Mobile and got a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone. Want to know the best part?
It was free?
Nope.
The fact that it's on America's largest 5G networks?
Nope. It's the ding.
Oh, yeah. Love the ding.
Right? It's all about the ding. It's the dingarooski, the dingaroner, the ring-a-ding-ding.
Unleash your power to save with Boost. Get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone when you switch. Boost Mobile. Unleash your power.
And the ding.
Limited time offer. New customers only. Available on select networks. 5G not available everywhere. One device per line. Tax excluded. Additional restrictions apply. See your local Boost Mobile store for details.
Kevin Richard with you inside our Grainger studio. I want to thank all of you who log on to our Twitter account to vote in the AutoZone in the Zone poll question at NBA on ESPN Radio. 47% of you said Jason Tatum would be the player to get in the zone tonight. Tatum at the start, he had 12 points right away in the opening quarter. He's got 7 the rest of the way, but right now Boston is still maintaining an 18-point lead, and it looks like Robert Williams headed to the free throw line. Dave Pastors, Mark Rosgona-Wood, we have a blocking foul now on Kyle Lowry, don't we?
Yep, it has been overturned. Mark Davis just made the announcement, and it was on the drive by Jaylen Brown, and Robert Williams had not started his shooting motion when the foul occurred, so it's going to be team foul number 4 to be a side out of bounds.
And Lowry, who hit his head falling down on Robert Williams' knee, is staying in the ball game, and Miami is staying in that zone.
Haywood Highsmith has played every minute since the first quarter. Lowry has been holding the back of his neck. He's been dealing with a right hand injury. No Gabe Vincent. Jimmy Butler's out of the game right now. Bam Adebayo is out of the game right now as well. 7:50 to go. Pull-up jumper right wing is good from Tatum, and the lead back to 20, 98-78.
Kevin touched on this. He hasn't scored a ton, but he hasn't needed to. He's got 9 assists and 7 boards. This is Jason Tatum understanding what the game requires.
Front court left side, Kevin Love facing up on Jaylen Brown. Back to the basket. Now faces back up, spinning with the pivot foot. Shoots it off the window, missed it. Rebounded by Tatum.
He could get a triple-double here, Jason Tatum. 8 boards now, 9 assists, or 2 rebounds and an assist, and he's got a triple-double.
21 points on the night. Tatum with the ball top of the key. Drives left side, falling away, puts it up, missed it, short. Horford battling with Love, and it's rebounded by Caleb Martin. Into the front court to Duncan Robinson on the left wing. 7-minute mark, fourth quarter. Highsmith 3 left side, got it. Highsmith with 12 points off the bench.
He's gotten to the deep corners. He's sprinted the floor. He's playing aggressively at the top of that zone.
98-81, 6.5 remaining. Tatum, dribble drive right side, leave it for Smart. Smart calling for a screen. Instead passes to Tatum immediately on the far side. Shot clock at 7. Tatum lobs to Smart. Spot up 3 on the left side. It's around and out, but there's Horford. Offensive rebound. Back to Smart. Drives and tried to give it up to Williams, and he was fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 as Miami is over the foul limit.
Well, what a game Marcus Smart has played. 21 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, 5 steals. Marcus has his signature all over this basketball game. Efficient shooting from 3.
98-81, 6:24 to play. Marcus Smart's first foul shot is there.
Got 3 different starters with 21 points or more, and Jaylen Brown with another bucket would get to 21 points. 6:24 to play. Unless they lift him at some point in the next 3 or 4 minutes, Got to believe he could get there.
And no Miami player better than 16. Bam Adebayo is on the bench right now. Both free throws good. 100-81 Boston. Martin reverse lay with the right hand, no good. Rebounded by Robert Williams. 6 minutes to go. Celtics in command. Looking to force game 6. Tatum drives into the lane, lost the ball off his hand. Out of bounds, baseline left, and it'll be Miami basketball.
But, you know, these are moments where Jason Tatum would normally be sticking at the officials and worrying about it too much. He's much better at making his point and then getting to the next play. Really good growth.
He's still making his point, but yes, you're right. It's not as lengthy.
Yes, most times he just lets it go. And Jimmy Butler, you wonder, is he done for the night? Marcus checks out, but Jimmy Butler didn't look like he was heading back in anytime soon.
Standing ovation for Marcus Smart. Both Butler and Bam Adebayo have played 32 minutes. Actually, Butler's at 33. They've been on the bench for a while, and you have to wonder if they're done. We're inside 6 minutes to go. It's 100-81. Highsmith straight on, hoists it, and hits it. A three, back within 16.
A really interesting moment there, only because I know it's still plus 16, but Jalen goes out two hands, but you can tell didn't want to be too aggressive. Highsmith may change that scouting report.
He's played 30 straight minutes. Highsmith, 15 points. Brown drives, hangs, finishes. What a shot by Jalen Brown. Again, he hung in the air forever.
Great challenge, but that's just Jalen Brown's strength and concentration. That's pretty.
102-84 Celtics. 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Left side, Lowry. Good defense by Williams. Lowry gets past him, has him on his hip. Layup no good. Batted around. Love is there. And banks home the putback try. 102-86. 5 minutes to go. Miami still hanging around. Hoping to make one more run. Tatum gets into the front court on the far side. Miami sticking with that zone. The Celtics keep the ball on the perimeter. Mazzulla calling for a screen, so Williams will set it for Tatum. Fires to the right corner. A three is up. The three is no good from Williams, and it's rebounded by Caleb Martin. 4:40 to go. Miami down 16. Lowry on the left side. Thought about it. Be hard to shoot the three over Robert Williams, so he gives it up to Love. Baseline left. Backing down Derek White into the paint. Half hook off the front rim. No. Rebounded by Williams.
And Kevin Love comes back up the floor, puts his hands on his head in frustration. Knew he missed a chippy against a much smaller defender.
That would have gotten it to 14. 4:15 to go. 102-86 Boston. Tatum driving left side, spins, picks it out to White on the right wing. White rhythm dribble in a three. It's good. Derek White with his 6th three-pointer.
They just are shooting the lights out. Nice, efficient up fake. Lifts that defender. Fly by. Clean look at the rim.
105-86 Boston. 3:55 to go. Duncan Robinson in the right corner. Puts up a three. Way off. Rebound Love. Putback is good. Left of the rim.
Boy, you think about Kevin Love at his absolute best when he started in the league in Minnesota. One of the best offensive rebounders. He's gotten there a couple times.
3.5 to go. 105-88 Celtics. Tatum on the left wing. They keep it on the perimeter against that zone, which is extended about 30 feet away from the basket. Tatum dribbling now into the paint. Gives it up to Williams. He'll drive. Put up a 8-footer that's good over Kevin Love. And a timeout by Eric Spoelstra. That might do it.
Really smart play by Robert Williams. You don't think of him as an offensive aggression guy, but the right play. They're giving so much attention to Tatum. Walk into that little floater. Pretty play by RW.
So, 107-88, Celtics lead. Boston has looked like a completely different team here tonight. We saw a snapshot of it in the last game, but this has been by far the best the Celtics have played in this series and one of their best and most complete games of the entire postseason.
Dave, the three-point game for both of these teams has done a 180. So we get a note from Steve LeBeau, longtime stat man that works with multiple talent at ESPN. He sent me a note. Boston 32 threes over the last 7 quarters. That's actually higher now. I think it might be 34. The Heat in the last 7 quarters, so the same exact period, 14. Meaning Boston in a 7-quarter stretch is plus 54 from the three-point line. They started this year and finished this year second in attempts, second in makes, and 6th in percentage. They have unleashed the best aspect of their game, but I think much of it triggered by the incredible defense they played all night long.
And you wonder, can they do it again? Can they force a Game 7 and do this on the road? Meanwhile, Miami has emptied the bench. Nikola Jovic, not Jokic, is in the game. Omer Yurtseven has come in the game. Meanwhile, Luke Cornett and Sam Hauser on the floor for Boston. We are headed back to South Florida. 3:20 to go. And we will not see Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo again for Miami. Smart, Tatum, and Brown are done for Boston. Miami basketball, 107-88 is the score. The Celtics lead. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Robinson left wing, gives it up. Yurtseven going to get a dunk. Given Miami leading this series at one point, 3 games to none, and the fact that the Celtics have stormed back to win games 4 and 5, and in particular the way they looked in game 5, game 6 might be the most anticipated game of this entire postseason.
I feel like Charles Barkley, before this game, had said he thought the Celtics would win, but he also said game 6 would be Miami's game 7. Like, he believes they have to take that game in South Beach.
Shot clock at 3. Pritchard puts up the 3 left corner. No good. Rebounded Miami. Well, boy, I mean, if you lose 3 in a row and have to come back here, you know what the crowd's going to be like for game 7. As Duncan Robinson drives, misses the layup, but he's fouled by Williams with 2:21 to go, and Boston up 17. Right now, the biggest question marks, we touched on this earlier, how do you blow a 3-0 lead? Well, you get injuries. Gabe Vincent went down. We've seen Kyle Lowry get shaken up with 2 different injuries that he's played through. Now, Malcolm Brogdon for Boston, we don't know what his status will be for Game 6. But first things first for Miami, who's going to be available?
Right, and this is where the Vincent story, the starting backcourts for Boston versus Miami outscored 47-5. And the ability to handle the pressure defensively that Boston applies at the point of attack, the shot making, the fearlessness of Gabe Vincent, that was certainly missed by Miami. But I got to be honest with you, I don't think his presence makes a difference tonight. That's how good Boston was defensively.
Both free throws go for Robinson. Even though Miami is shooting 53%, it doesn't feel like it. The Celtic defense was suffocating for a good part of this game. Jimmy Butler, just 10 shot attempts. He really never could get going. He was trying to be more of a facilitator without Gabe Vincent. 2 minutes to go. 107-92 Boston. 3 to shoot. Hauser at 3 from straight away. No good. And Highsmith with a rebound. Highsmith has now played a team-high 34 minutes. And he didn't play until the second quarter. And he started the second half. Jovic left wing, puts it up. No good on the 3. And it's rebounded by Robinson. Lowry's going to try a 3. That's good. 107-95. Minute 30 to go. A lot of Boston fans are still in their seats here. I'm going to stay to the end, make sure the job is finished. Pritchard, a 3 left side, no good. Rebound Robinson with a minute 20 to go. Miami down 12. Robinson on the right side. And a drive. Get into the lane. And put up a layup. That's good. 10-point game.
He and Highsmith pushing up in pressure. Miami's going to try to turn it over. Hauser going to try to break that pressure. Got to get this across here.
They have 2 seconds to do it. Pritchard finally does get it across. A minute to go in the game. 107-97. Celtics lead. Shot clock now at 7. Pritchard on the right wing. Started by Highsmith. He's doubled. Gives it up to Hauser. A 30-footer from the left side. Dagger! Sam Hauser drills it. And if any Celtic fans were nervous, they don't need to be anymore. That'll do it. Lowry a 3 right side. No good. Rebound Pritchard. 110-97. Boston leads with 30 seconds to go. The remaining Celtic fans rise as one. Standing tall here at TD Garden, applauding their team. They were booing them off the floor just a week ago after a Game 2 home loss. A much different reaction tonight as we are headed to a Game 6 in Miami. Shot clock violation. One more possession here for the Heat.
Impressive. Just wire-to-wire win. Boston came out with haymakers, responded to every mini run, and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown could sit and relax for a brief respite.
Yes, the Celtics have to win Game 6, so in a way the pressure's still on them, but you have to wonder, one of the most mentally tough teams in the NBA, the Miami Heat, what is going through the minds of those players after watching Boston play the way it did here, knowing that if you don't win on Saturday, you're back here Monday in a winner-take-all game. Shot from the right wing is no good. Out of bounds, 3.5 seconds left. Attendance tonight, 19,156, brought to you by Vivid Seats, where you earn rewards with every purchase. Vivid Seats Rewards is your ticket to more tickets. Vivid Seats, life happens live. Inbound pass, and that ends the game. The Boston Celtics force a Game 6, 110-97. We're going back to Miami. And again, is the pressure now on the Heat, knowing that if they don't win Saturday, they're right back here to face a red-hot Celtic team. It's amazing how quickly this series has turned. Raza standing by with Jason Tatum.
Jason, when you guys get back to your defensive identity, how does that change everything for your team?
It picks up the pace, for sure. And it just allows us to play more free. When you're getting stopped, it has a positive impact on your offense. Shots start to get, more open. You're passing the ball, you're moving. You're not letting them set their defense because you're playing in transition. So it has to start on defense.
Yeah, and then it led to some threes. How did the three ball and also the way you were able to create those shots energize your team throughout?
Yeah, they're a really good defensive team. I know I'm drawing a lot of attention and things like that. So, you want to try to get into the paint, draw two, and then kick out. When you drive, kick, pass up a good shot for a great shot, usually ends up in a really good result.
Joe Mazzulla, he was aggressive with the timeouts, not allowing them to get any momentum. How have you appreciated his approach to getting you guys back into the series?
It's been great. We all been on the same page. We all just trying to take it one game at a time. We still got a long uphill battle, but it's a good start.
Okay, so heading into Miami, y'all said last time, don't let us get one. Well, you got two now. How is the belief growing on your team?
Pressure on them, right? We down 3-0. Nobody thought we were going to win, so we playing free, playing confident. We're ready to go down to Miami.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Miami still needs one more win for a trip to the NBA Finals, but now Boston only needs two, as the Celtics won it 110-97. It was that first quarter. They were up 20-5. Jason Tatum had 12 points. They were up 15 after one, and it was pretty much over after that. Miami never had a counter punch that lasted long enough to really stagger Boston as the Celtics force a Game 6. 110-97, they beat the Heat. For Doris Burke, Roz Golden-Woode, producer Mike Martino, and engineer Bob White, I'm Dave Pasch. From TD Garden in Boston, we send you back to Kevin Winter now in the studio with the postgame show.
Dave, Doris, and Raj, great job. We'll talk to you on Saturday night. The Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio are presented by Indeed. Need to hire? You need Indeed.com/credit. Up next on the NBA Tonight postgame show, give you the highlights. We'll let you hear from Jaylen Brown. Boston with an early haymaker, and then they just body punched their way to a victory. The final score tonight, 110-97. No, it was not a backdoor cover, and no, it was never this close. Give you the highlights next. This is the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio, the ESPN.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-511-3535. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider, 800-511-3535. That's 800-511-3535. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with, call Big Lou at 800-511-3535.
Broken bricks, falling fences, damaged doors? Gorilla Glue. Of course. It's incredibly strong and 100% waterproof and bonds, well, virtually everything. While you're at it, look for Gorilla Tape, a heavy-duty double-thick duct tape, and Gorilla Super Glue, great for all your quick fixes and repairs. There's also Gorilla Epoxy, Gorilla Wood Glue, Gorilla Construction Adhesive, of course. You get it. If you can break it, Gorilla can fix it. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
At the United States Postal Service, we're reinventing our network to help keep your business moving. With new shipping options to deliver better value, greater flexibility to conveniently reach your customers, more confident shipping with new informed delivery features, and new electric vehicles for a cleaner, brighter future. Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Learn more at USPS.com/moving forward.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Kevin Whitcher with you inside our Granger studio. Freddie and Fitzsimmons coming up just at the top of the hour across the ESPN Radio Network. Complete reaction and highlights from Boston's win tonight. We'll also talk about Game 4 in the Western Conference Final and the Stanley Cup playoffs airing on right now on ESPN television. I believe Dallas and the Vegas Knights, we're tied up 2-2. We're going to overtime. Again, hey, overtime in hockey. We got a lot of that. Our game flow tonight brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive can protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, RV, and more. In short, it's a lot of things. Bundled today at Progressive.com. Story of this game was how Boston came out and threw a massive Mike Tyson flurry of haymakers like in Mike Tyson's punch-out.
5 minutes gone by. Butler driving left side. Spins into the lane. Goes up. Missed it. Good defense by White. Rebounded Tatum. Into the front court for Boston. Fires to Horford. Corner 3. Left side. Smart on the way. Good again. 15-5. Boston. Timeout Miami. Jalen Brown backing down the defender. Caught in the air. Kicks it out. Right wing 3. Derek White drilling it. 5 straight for White. It's a 16-point lead.
16-point advantage there. The lead at the end of one would be 15.
Tatum, 4 seconds left. Left wing double. Throws to the right side for White. He shoots for 3 at the buzzer. And he hits. Derek White drills another 3 for Boston. The Celtics with 7 triples in the opening quarter.
Derek White helped the Celtics to a 15-point advantage in the first quarter. They extended that lead in the second.
1:30 to play in the first half. Jalen Brown left wing uses a screen. Fires to Smart on the right side. He'll shoot a 3 and hit it. The 11th 3 ball for the Celtics, and their lead is 20, just like that.
The Boston Celtics had a 17-point lead at the half. It was 18 going to the fourth quarter.
Tatum, right wing. He'll drive and kick. Smart, wide open 3, left side. Hit it. Marcus Smart coming alive tonight. The Celtics have their largest lead, 88-65.
Boston would be rolling and cruising. We go to the fourth.
Tatum driving left side, spins, kicks it out to White on the right wing. White rhythm dribbled in a 3. It's good. Derek White with his 6th three-pointer.
Derek White, the 6 threes in a game are his career high for one postseason. Then the lead got a little dicey.
Started by Highsmith. He's doubled. Gets it up to Hauser. 30-footer from the left side. Dagger! Sam Hauser drills it. And if any Celtic fans were nervous, they don't need to be anymore. That'll do it.
Dave, there were a few people I'm nervous who are sure. There were also some Miami people, or those who bet Miami at plus 8.5 who were getting excited. You didn't need to. 110-97. That's your final. We got a Game 6 coming up in Miami and in South Florida on Saturday night. We'll be with you on Saturday night beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Up next on a post-game show, we'll give you a reaction The Boston's win in Game 6. This is the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, our members are at the very heart of our mission. That's why this Military Appreciation Month, we thought you might want to hear a special thank you message from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother Will, who's currently serving as a major in the Army. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
Hi, I'm wishing my pops, retired Colonel Stephen Sheehan of the United States Marine Corps, a happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Commitment connects us. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Finally, baseball is back. Swing into the season with tickets to the action. Plus, with basketball and hockey heating up, now is a great time to experience a game. Vivid Seats is proud to be the official ticketing partner of ESPN. From on the glass to in the stands, Vivid Seats has great ticket prices to all the games. Every crack of the bat, every dribble down the court. Catch it all with Vivid Seats. Download the app or visit vividseats.com today. Vivid Seats. Experience it live.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing. But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish. Sounds easy. It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
You hearing this? It sounds like this is playoff basketball. Time to tap into playoff mode. That non-stop, claw your way to the top, give it all you got type of thing. From inside the paint to outside the arena. Where did this come from? Everybody's got to get in playoff mode and stay in playoff mode. Every single round. The NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel continue on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
To the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Tatum driving left side, spins, kicks it out to White on the right wing. White rhythm dribble in a three. It's good. Derek White with his 6th three-pointer.
Derek White, 6'3", career highs are getting it done. Play the game brought to you by Grainger. Winning on the court and on the job takes teamwork. Put Grainger on your team for supplies and solutions for every industry. Find your winning edge at Grainger.com. Boston wins 110-97. Believe me, it was not that close. Joe Mazzulla, the head coach of the Celtics, is at the podium right now in Boston. Let's go there now.
Quality shift activity and awareness to game plan execution.
And in terms of managing Malcolm, throughout the game here, as you said pregame, you're going to go with the flow there. How did that go?
He gave us the best he could, and we kind of went from there.
Hey, Joe, 47 combined points from Marcus and Derek. It seemed like Derek and Marcus both made every big shot that they took. How does that change the dynamic of the offense when guys like Jason and Jalen are able to kick out to them and they're making shots at that level?
Yeah, I mean, it just gives us a well-balanced attack to where we could spread the floor and share the ball and just play connected basketball. And so, those two guys being aggressive is important for us.
Joe, what's led to the connection? I mean, after Game 3, you said you guys were disconnected a little. And the last two games, something on the floor, off the floor. Jalen talked about that dinner they had before Game 4. Like, what's happened?
One of our assistants put it in great perspective. The season's like 9 months long, and we just had a bad week. Sometimes you have a bad week at work, and we obviously didn't pick the best time to have a bad week, but we did, and we're sticking together and fighting like hell to keep it alive. And the guys are really coming together.
Is the cause to come back from this brought the guys together? I know it's a pretty obvious answer, but how has it, and has it?
I mean, I think his back's against the wall. You don't have a choice. And so it builds a connection, and it builds, just an opportunity. And so, like I've said it all year, the guys in that locker room, they always stick together. And, when our backs are against the wall, we just have to continue that.
Joe, you talked about Marcus kind of being your identity, and given the situation in with your backs against the wall, how important is it for him going forward to continue to set that tone every game you have left?
Yeah, I mean, it's been that way all year. When he plays at a high level and brings a certain pace and physicality, it's contagious, and he sets the tone for our guys. And, when he plays like that, it's big for us.
There's Joe Mazzulla, the head coach of the Boston Celtics. Boston wins it 110-97. They pick up the victory. There's a Game 6 in Miami. It will come up on Saturday night. We'll have coverage beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN Radio. So, Freddie and Fitzsimmons have more. A reaction from Boston winning, setting up Game 6. This is what Jason Tatum said.
Pressure on them, right? We down 3-0. Nobody thought we were going to win. So we're playing free, playing confident. We're ready to go down Miami.
So there's the answer. That the part of the answer to the question is going to be asked over the next 48 hours. We'll talk to you on Saturday night. Freddie and Fitzsimmons is next. We thank you for listening to the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN Radio.
Do you want to gain stability, benefits, and experience?